No. Hi, guys. Hi, chat. How you doing? What's going on?
Hello.
Gentlemen, say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Chad's just not saying hi.
Wait.
Shad's
say,
decided to die.
Hold on.
I'm going to be
fuck?
honest. I was looking at the preview on stream and I was like, "Where am I? Where's my Fugi? Where'd it go?"
Where am I? Where's my buddy?
I
can't see my buddy. Where am I?
Well, that didn't account to the actual problems we had with Fugi before we really started.
Oh, hey.
Before Lupin
Shut
and
up.
Carve got here, Pending's picture wouldn't show up.
Yeah, so I'm laser eyes now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Pending's picture
Laser-eyed
wouldn't
Pen-
show up. It would work when Pending changed the photos, but not when he changed back to the other ones.
Yes.
It was very, very weird.
It was very weird.
It was super weird. By the way, Shad, you doing that old man voice reminded me, as I was trying to sleep last night, I was thinking, Shad does a really good Mr. Popo expression. I should tell him that. So there you go. You do a great
That's very
Mr.
nice.
Popo. Yeah.
He does.
I mean, it wouldn't be the longest you've gone without telling me a message.
Yeah. Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, guys. You want to introduce yourselves real quick?
Sure, I am. Should we introduce ourselves and who we're going to be playing today?
Yeah. I'll call on people. So, Carve, you're first.
Oh, yes. Hello. My name is Carvebide. First name Carvebide. But I'm not Carvebide today. I am. Give me a moment. Scrando Quibbo.
Okay, I'm not
say
going to
that one more time.
Scrando Quibbo.
Would you answer to kebab?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
You'll
Would you
figure it
answer?
out.
Would you answer to Scrimblow Bimblow?
Can I get that in
No.
a sentence?
Scrando Quibbo is very paranoid.
All right, understood.
Okay. Thank you. Lupin, why don't you introduce you?
Hi, I'm Pending.
Oh God, we're not starting this joke again.
It's back. It's so back.
Hey, Vending.
Hey, how's it going? So yeah, I'm Pending, and more importantly, though, today I am playing a little guy named Fenorin Fasthands. So that should be fun.
Little tiny herringbone bunny.
He's not that small.
How
Dude, the
tall is your
tallest
character?
Harrigons are like 4 foot tall. That's still
I mean, come
small.
on, still though, like he counts as medium. Like, come on,
You are
so
pretty
he's like
short, yeah.
maybe 3 foot.
bruh.
Yeah.
Are we gonna cast vicious mockery to make fun of his shortness?
Yes.
We don't need a cast vicious mockery for that.
We're already there.
All right, Pending. Well, Mr. Lupin, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello.
Hey, I'm Lupin.
I am Lupin. And today I am playing Rinka Yik. She is a high school girl who has been isekai to this land with two-tone hair. The two-tone hair happened before she was isekai.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how she was born.
I love that every time you say
natural,
your
by the
last
way.
name, there's an unconscious tick in Shad's voice, just like. Ugh.
Oh no, it's very conscious.
And it makes me even stronger.
Thank you,
It
Mama.
hurts me.
Thank you, Belle. I appreciate it. And Shad, do you want to introduce you and your character?
Hello. As much as I would love to do the basic bitch hi for an intro, I do have to introduce a character. So I am currently playing someone known as Contract Dealer D. And I'm here to give you a wonderful little contract.
Oh
No
yeah, I remember
strings
now.
attached.
Yep.
What's the interest rate on that?
None. Unless you want one.
What's the
It's
APY?
You don't need to answer that yet.
30.
Damn.
Damn! It's APY 30?
Sure,
No.
let me put my savings into that real quick.
You need to run from that deal. Damn. And I am your lovely DM, Kyrie. I'll be taking you on the Witchlight Wonder adventure. And I hope you guys enjoy. We're going to talk a little bit about the bits for a sec. You'll see on the screen I have 2 notes for you guys. 200 bits for a player reroll, 330 bits for a DM curse roll. Those count for 2 different types of rolls I can enact. The player rerolls are ones that players select that will affect whatever they reroll. So if they roll a 2 on a certain skill, they want to get a higher score, they can reroll at the cost of an RP curse that'll last for just a little bit. So make use, force them to do some funny things. That's on you. 333 bits gives me a cursed roll, which I can either re-roll my stats for something, or I can force them to re-roll. So not only can you fuck with them one way, you can fuck with them by giving me more power. Both count. Both are funny. But other than that, I think that is it. You guys got anything before we start?
This is my first time playing D&D. Hello.
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 It will be
What
fun.
was your guy's name again?
The letter D.
Literally,
Sharks.
just D's.
Scorado Quibbo.
Quibbo.
Yes. Oh, let me
Quibbo.
do something real quick.
Could you write that down?
Give me a moment to go back.
Could you
to
write it
Gary's
down
chat.
phonetically?
Could
Can
you
I
use
phone
it
It's
in a sentence?
Scolarado Quibbo. Scolarado Quibbo. There it goes.
Quibbo.
Hold on, let me see if this works.
Scolorado.
Scolorado.
These guys have a hockey team, don't they?
No, you're thinking of Colorado.
It's not Colorado. Close.
Yeah, the
You were
Colorado Squavalanche.
Only you would know that. You do realize, out of everybody here, only you
The
would know
pending is right
that.
there.
Sorry, I was doing another thing. What were you
Alright,
saying?
I see how
There you go.
That
Something about the avalanche, I think.
Yeah, the Colorado Squavalanche.
Oh, I get it.
Somebody appreciates me here.
Oh, don't worry. I could
Also,
very
guys,
much appreciate you
for
if you want to
chat,
have a
you got new
contract.
emotes
You
and
get away from me.
bits emotes.
All right, it worked. The Fuji Switch worked. All right.
Nice!
God damn
Carve!
it.
Oh my god.
That was what I was doing this whole time.
Carve, I love it. It's freaking precious. Carve's in character already. I love the cosplay. Guys, are you seeing this?
Yeah.
I'm seeing this.
Yeah.
It's freaking
It
beautiful.
took me all of 5
whole
minutes
5
just to find
minutes.
the right image.
All right. If you guys have questions as we go, perfectly fine. Feel free to ask. Yeah, let's get into it.
Alrighty then.
Baller.
Darkness, stale air, the sound of a slow drip. You awake in an unfamiliar place. You feel around as you slowly open your eyes, only to snap them back shut. A sharp pain jolts into your head as you reach up to feel. Is that some kind of lump? The night previous comes back slowly and in pieces. Dancing girls, plenty of drinks, some questionable new friends, and a lot of gambling. At some point, I guess something happened. You try to put the pieces together and realize you are definitely attacked. Once again, your eyes snap open. I need you all to make a perception roll for me.
Oh boy!
Alrighty.
Okie dokie.
Now I need to figure out which of these buttons is perception.
Hey.
Well, I
Yeah.
get a +3 to perception.
Yep.
It's
Do we-
7.
Quick
So,
question.
Yeah,
Do we launch game? Is that how you get into the game?
you
I
can.
got
That'll
a-
show you the map. That will
I
hit
got
a
a-
little bit later. What'd
I
you
got
get?
a 16 +3, so I guess I got a 19.
You got a 19. Nice. Good
Yeah.
roll.
Thank you.
I'm still looking for my perception button.
I got a 7.
Okay, understood.
Help.
There's one category. It is Lupin versus Pending. Which side are you on?
Inside you, there are 2 wolves. One rolled like crazy, the other rolled a 7.
Once you find a shack, can you tell me where's a perception roll at?
Oh, there we go. Found perception button.
Oh, I see.
So
the
you
map.
it should just be
6!
clicking. You should just be clicking the perception if you're on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
You go into
uh,
your character sheet after you launch, and you click on perception. You click on your
There's-
modifier.
Your skills are in alphabetical order, Carve. There's like the big list of skills.
Yeah.
Right above performance, right under nature. I rolled a fucking 7. God, or I rolled a 6. I have a +1. God.
Dude.
Hey Lupin, you weren't the lowest.
Yeah. Yeah! We're so bad.
Yeah, you're rolling with me.
What'd you actually roll? A 3?
Numbers wise?
Yeah.
I rolled a
Wait.
4.
But how do you? I clicking on it, but how do you roll it?
Roll the plus button or the minus button, whatever it says.
Fortunately, I had my eyes open.
There it goes. 13 or 17.
Nice. So is it a 13 or a 17? That matters.
17. 17.
Okay. So 2 on one side,
It's-
2 on the other. Good job, guys.
Well, yeah,
did it.
For Lupin and Shad, when you snap your eyes open, you awake to see stone all around you. There is a little cot with what looks to be like a torn up rag kind of blanket. There's giant iron bars all around you, and you see several other people in similar like cells to you guys. Pending and Carve, you're not only seeing, you're hearing. You hear lots of noise coming from beyond one door that's on the far corner of a jailhouse, what looks to be. And you're hearing a commotion outside. You're hearing some guards whispering back and forth. You can't quite hear what they're saying, but there is chatter going on, and you start to notice that there is a few other people in the jails with you. What do you guys do?
I want to walk towards the chatter. I want to see. Can I make out what they're saying?
Give me a perception roll. Give me a new one.
Okie dokie. I rolled a 9 + 3, so 12.
No, you really hear whispering. You hear the words Big Baron, but you haven't heard anything more than that.
Okay.
Can I roll insight to figure out where the hell am I?
Not quite. Insight's for like double checking if someone's intent is clear. So you're insight checking someone else.
Oh, okay.
But you
guess
do see these
investigation.
3 other people in the jailhouse with you.
Can I
Are
roll
they in
over
the
out of
jail?
cot?
Yeah, you can.
So, are all 4 of us in one jail cell together?
Your guys are both basically Yeah, I would say you're all in one jail cell.
Okay.
There's just one cot that there's now a bunny under.
Are we
just
all-
fell- I
are we
thought I
all
was on it
chained?
and then like tried to roll off of it and like stumbled and just kind of fell over. Like,
Are we all chained together?
You have manacles on, but you're not chained together.
Oh, okay.
all right. Well, gonna get the awkward question out of the way. Who are you three?
Did that bunny just speak?
Oh,
I'm
it could
gonna
be so
try to
much
not get too
worse.
offended by that.
I have no one and answer to no one. So I don't even answer to myself. Hello.
Well, Mr. No One, it's good to see you. How are you all doing?
Did that red, weirdly horned bunny just speak?
Do you know what a rabbit is, young lady?
It's one of those things that jumps, right? It has-
You're going to be fun.
Thank you.
I trust no rabbit, no devil, no man. Hello.
Thanks.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not considered a devil then.
What are you considering yourself as?
I am a mere dealer of
Don't answer that. I don't trust you.
you.
No matter.
Well,
What kind of contracts? Also, follow-up question: where are we?
well,
Yeah,
that'd be a
What
good question to ask our jailers, now wouldn't it?
I don't see our jailers. How
Hold
long
on,
have
hold
we
on.
been here?
Can I walk over to the bars of the cell real quick?
Yeah, you can walk over.
And I'm just gonna like, how wide apart are they?
They're probably a good foot wide. You
Foot,
feel with
that's
enough dex, maybe some quality athletics, you could probably squeeze through.
Dex or athletics? You say? Can I mayhaps? Can I try to just kind of shove my way through?
Give me
Alright, so,
whichever one you prefer.
Here. Well, I have stealth and athletics, so I don't know which one of those.
Athletics or acrobatics, whichever one you prefer.
Athletics it is.
While he is attempting to do this, Dee will look over at him and go, "Ooh, plotting a dangerous escape, are we? Tell me, what's your plan once the guards see you?"
I got a 13.
I'll say it's a little rough. You kind of like have to suck in your breath. You don't quite injure yourself, but you feel like maybe your ribs are going to be a little bruised later on. But you can definitely squeeze through.
Gotta be honest with you, big man. I haven't really thought that far yet, but we'll figure that out when we get there, yeah?
Well,
I'll see you guys on the other side.
Well,
You
you
hear
might
a
want to
rattling
start.
of keys in the door as all of a sudden it whips open. There's three guards there. They just kind of look at the bunny and they
Hello?
kind of all look at each other. They're like, "What are you doing out?"
Taking a walk, you know how it is. I just got a little bit cramped in there.
They start to reach for their weapons. They're like, "You want to start to walk back in?"
I don't think I can. I'm gonna be honest. It was a bit of a tight squeeze on the way out. Can you maybe unlock the door or something?
They come and grab you, one on each side, grab your arms, and the third goes and unlocks the door. And they don't throw you back in, but they instead decide to chain you to Rinka, and then Rinka to D, and then D to Skolvo. And
So
you
we're
guys are
all
all you guys are all chained together now.
all right.
And they said, "Well, we're glad we removed your weapons then." And they point to a stash in the corner. That your weapons were just sitting on a table the entire time.
Can I try to talk to the guards?
Yeah, absolutely. There's one talking to you.
Excuse me, sirs. Where am I?
You're in our basement, little one. But don't worry, you'll get all your information soon. The Big Baron has requested to meet with you.
Who's the Baron? Can I have my phone back?
What is a
Could I just shuffle
phone?
awkwardly? Like,
You
It's,
can shuffle.
What do you mean? What is a phone? It's a thing that I text friends on.
Text.
can I just shoot a look at
D
D
D
real
leans
quick?
into
Like,
Rinka. It seems you're not from around these parts. Maybe best to lay low for a little bit.
How is this thing talking? I'm just
Well,
pointing at
this
D
one
as I say this.
has maybe some issues with what she had last night. So maybe we can fix that a little bit later. But in the
Oh.
meantime, Baron has requested you, and as long as you cause no trouble, then we'll be perfectly fine.
I'm not.
You'll
a
behave,
troublemaker.
little one.
I'm not a troublemaker. I'm not the one that chained me to like 2 different kinds of bunnies.
And me.
You see the
And
guard
you.
kind of roll his eyes a little bit. I suggest silence be your key thing from this point until we get to the Baron. Understood?
Inner voice. it
Oh,
is.
no.
In silence. Thank you. And then he kind of pulls the chain with the bunny at the front
yes, come on.
and starts to drag Lupin along.
I'm just gonna like try to kind of resist at first, and then eventually catch up pace and be like, "Look, if you guys are really that mad about it, you can make the bars a little thicker." I'm just saying.
Don't worry, we'll remember that for next time. In the meantime, he escorts you up a pair of stairs that lead to almost flashing, dazzling lights at first. You kind of feel a little blinded by it at the beginning. And then you see a hallway. Golds and deep reds line the walls with intricate paintings and statues. This is a place of money. Wherever you were, it was obviously under a grand place. And as you're walking, you're noticing pictures of celebrities that are in this world. You're looking at grand magicians. A lot of them seem to be warlocks of high power. And you see statues of magnificent beasts. There's even a giant displacer beast in the middle. The giant cat-like beast with tentacles coming out of its back just seems to be a giant fountain that's inlaid with marble and golden relics.
Can I? I
Mhm.
just want to quietly whisper to Carv's character.
Yeah.
Look at that thing. The lion with like the tails on its head. That's so cool.
I think that's a giraffe.
Is it? That's amazing. Why didn't they show us pictures of giraffes like that in school?
You're not from around here, aren't you?
I'm from Tokyo. Where are you from?
None of your business. Hello.
That's rude but understandable.
As you're walking, you go up one hallway and you see giant mahogany doors before you. Too large to feel like anyone could truly push open. And the guy uses the knocker and knocks very loudly twice. You hear a giant rumble from within. Enter. And then the doors swing open on their own. Just inside as the guard tails you in and leads you into a line in front of a big desk. He then uncuffs you from each other but keeps the manacles on.
Aw.
And he closes the door and all 3 guards stand outside. You turn around to look at who's opposite you from the desk. Obviously, this guy would be called Big Baron. He is a very large man, stocky, pretty fancy, long fingers covered in shiny gold rings. He's massive, but he's well put together. A sharp three-piece suit and tie. He points to one tiny chair that's available across from him.
I call dibs.
Do you run over and
Yeah.
sit?
What was that?
Are you running over to sit?
No, I just said next to the chair, not on the chair.
You sit next to
you're
the
on
chair.
the-
Okay.
On the floor next to the chair.
Yes, on the floor next to the chair.
Okay.
Quick question. Did they leave D with his ring?
Nope.
Okay.
Any effects that you had were taken from you. You barely have the clothes left on you, and that's it. Any
Oh, are we
weapons, any jewelry. You have clothes, that's it. So you would have had, they would have taken all of your armor and stuff off, but they would have left like your undershirt and like a pair of pants, and that's it.
Gotcha.
So Big Baron sits back and he's like, well, seems our guests have finally arrived. I hope you're doing well. He kind of looks
Actually,
at you.
now that you bring it up, I'm not doing so great. I woke up in a prison with 2 different kinds of speaking bunnies.
Hey, how's
And
it going?
This is a problem. You realize this is a problem, right? I'm pointing at Lupin's character as I said that.
I'm standing there with my hands behind my back, like it doesn't matter. Like,
You're manacled together. How do you get them behind your back?
are they not like together in front of me, where I can? Like,
They are
lift them
together
up
in front.
and then...
You can lift them up, kind of, but you're a bunny. Are you
Oh,
getting them
okay. To be fair,
behind-
one of my ears is already bent over in the front.
Okay.
So I probably just like carefully over the other one, and then like.
Okay. All right. So you're just sitting there nonchalantly, like, what did I do?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Is this
He's-
not? Is this
Little
not
one, it
freaking
seems
up?
you are not from here. Probably why you raised such a ruckus last night.
I did.
Quite one. You seem to fancy a lot of the dancing girls quite a bit.
I did.
You did.
All of last night is kind of a blur to me.
Don't
Is it
worry, I'll fix that in a minute. I can show you what you were
is it
doing.
possible I drank some weird coffee?
You drank quite a few drinks, but I don't think coffee was the thing.
That doesn't sound like me.
Well, I can show you in a minute, but first, he snaps his fingers a few times, and you see your clothes look a little bit nicer. You have a little bit less dirt on you. You look
Oh, that's
cleaner, more presentable now. He's like, "There."
Do I recognize the spell he used?
It is prestidigitation.
Yes. Okay.
And now he points back to the chair to one of the 3 of you. Please, one of you, take a seat.
I immediately go for the chair.
Okay?
And I'm just here next to the chair.
I have not moved. So...
Now, I understand you may not remember everything from last night, but let me help you. And he casts a spell
Okay.
along with an artifact that starts to glow on his disc, and you see a major image appear above his desk. Kind of looks like our modern day video recordings. So Rinka would remember this. Kind of feels like
Okay.
just a projection. So it would be familiar to you in a sense. It would just feel like more futuristic. But it shows you guys in a gambling hall, drinking lots and lots, playing lots of card tables, making friends with some questionable bullywugs, little toad-like characters.
Let's go gambling. Oh, dang it.
Ah, dang it.
And you see yourself winning.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And
I have
winning.
to go for a second.
Yep.
Sorry.
And you see yourself winning more and more and more. And they
Let's go
invite
gambling.
you to the high tables, the high stakes tables.
I
And
can't
that's
stop
where
winning.
all of your luck turned around. You start to lose. You lose more and more, and you see your friends start to wander away. You see you trying to buy drinks to like keep them there, and they'll stay for a little bit longer, but then they decide to leave a little bit more. And then you see like you asking the dealer for more chips, and he passes you more, but only after you sign a particular contract. And you play with those chips until you run out. And then it looks like you try to walk out very stealthily when 2 giant guards, looks like fire genasi, come up. They hit you upside the back of your head and drag you down a very gold and red hallway. And that's where the vision stops.
Let's go gambling.
Gentlemen, lady, it seems you found yourself in a bit of a pickle last night, didn't you?
D just stands there with a little bit of a very devilish grin on his face, looking straight at the rotund man.
Mm-hmm. The contracts you signed were simple. You owe us for what you paid. We paid you 1,000 gold apiece. So you guys are currently in some debt, I see, and you tried to walk out on it. We can't be having that now, can we?
Okay. I stood up and proclaimed, I want to see that signature. Because I never learned how to write myself.
You snap, and you see for you particularly, it's just a handprint.
Oh, my only weakness, touching things.
For Lupin, it is actually your handprint as well.
Wait,
You
I
didn't
can
want-
write. Wait a minute.
You didn't want to sign for whatever reason. It's just your handprint, because I like the idea of
okay,
a
fair
bunny
enough.
signing with her paw print.
All right, fair enough.
But you very
Probably saw
easily
him do it and was like, all right, that's just what they
on-
do here.
Yeah, you very easily see on pendings that there's Japanese writing on it. It's not a normal signature. It's not something you would expect from this place. And on the last one, you see the full title, Contract Dealer D.
It's like in cursive handwriting in here.
Very ornately written.
Yes, very impeccable, perfectly signed to the T. It's a beautiful signature all around. And he's just like, well, if you were planning to leave town, I suggest not. But welcome. I
Welcome
just
back.
showed them your very enthusiastically written contract in Japanese characters.
Oh, nice. Sorry,
prove
I was
that
internal
you're-
monologuing that whole time.
Yeah, it
Makes
was
sense.
to prove that you are 1,000 gold pieces in debt.
I am. That's a lot of money.
It is.
How?
And
how
you
much
tried
is
to
that
walk
in
out
yen?
on it.
I'm like trying to do the math with my fingers.
More than you probably can afford, considering you
Can
tried
I-
to sneak out.
Can I? Let's see.
Does
Can
any
I-
of you?
Can I try to math that? I was trying to think of what I could roll to see if Rinka can do the math.
Roll for currency exchange.
Give me a history check.
Sure. Okay.
Rafunk just woke up.
He can join if he wants to.
Oh man, I rolled a 1.
You have no
Alrighty.
idea. You heard in ancient history that the Japanese did used to trade in silver and gold at one point in your life,
Okay,
but you
cool.
don't even think of how much that would be or how much it cost, or like you don't know a current conversion rate. There's you ain't got no deal. You just know at one point in your life they exchanged gold and silver as a currency.
I'm just gonna then look at them and say, is this like one of those manga where I'm gonna have to like run a bar or something to pay off my debts?
We do have a task you can do instead of doing that, should you wish. Would make for an easier trade on our part than having to worry about how you guys are going to produce all this gold.
That's good because I have very few employable skills. I can make coffee.
No, I don't think that's what we'll need from you. Are you three interested in this task as well?
Can I roll history to see if I even had money in the first place?
You could give me... Yeah, give me a history check to see if you remember what you had in your pack.
Let's see, what did it come out as? It just shows 10.
You said what was your roll?
10.
You kind of remembered that there was like basic camping supplies, there's maybe some other little kits in your bag, but you don't remember any gold pieces in your bag. You've been just kind of on your own for a while. You've been hunting on your own. You haven't needed to come into society, but you decided to stop in on a whim. So you don't really have anything of monetary value.
Okay, with that knowledge, I stand up and say, "Ha! You fools! I never had money in the first place, so you lose nothing."
Can I just
Good
raise
day,
an
sir.
eyebrow at that argument real quick?
Absolutely.
That eyebrow's going
Unfortunately
up.
for you, you signed a Fey Pact. So you will have to follow through. You either do the quest I ask, or you get to stay with us until you've earned the 1,000 gold pieces.
How long would I stay?
As long as it takes for you to acquire the gold pieces needed.
At what rate would you be paying me at?
Couple silver, probably.
All right, I want to do the other thing. I want to do the road trip.
Understood, understood. It's for another warlock like myself.
Warlocks.
Fey
Yes.
Pact.
Ah, the Haragon remembers. Yes, Fey Pacts.
Well, if you're gonna put it that way, I really don't have an option then, do I?
No, you don't, unfortunately. Your signature is binding. You've sworn an oath. And now you must either take one of two options.
Oh, well, there is always the third option, but it's a little less lifey.
Not to get you out of this contract, dear tiefling.
Oh, unless you have a way to bring someone back from the dead, there's always a way out.
See, I don't need to worry about that. My patron prevents me from dying, if that's what you're assuming.
Oh, no, not you, poor boy, us. There's
I
no
mean,
death
if you-
clause on.
If you would
there's no
like to
death clause
die,
on
that
this
is your own
contract.
accord. The
I
Fey
don't know,
Pact will
I-
still find you again.
I've
Yeah,
done it before, and it wasn't
You've
like
what?
back rate. It was. I mean, it wasn't the worst, but it wasn't like good either. I'd rather.
The Baron
not
takes
if their
into
option
account
is
all
there.
that is before him. It's just a simple request. You being a contract dealer, I see the stuff in your pack itself. You would understand the importance of a contract, wouldn't you?
Oh, of course, but I'm merely looking over this contract, and I'm failing to see the death clause you have set up. Any good contract dealer would set up a proper death clause.
He hands you a magnifying glass.
The comically large one, like kitten sized, like.
Ah,
You realize, give me an Arcana check.
yeah, sure. Where Arcana? Here we go. 17 plus 5, 22.
You realize this contract is flawless in both its writing and the magics that bind you to it. It is quite
Well.
literally untouchable in means of law and of magic. This being of Fey magic. So by the words you have written, by the words you have stated, you are bound to this contract.
Well, yes, this does seem to be the exact same contract I so drunkenly stupid last night. It's a beautiful piece of literature.
Can I
Thank
raise my
you, one of
hand?
my own accord.
That being said,
I'll just have my hand.
it does give me a rather curious question. Where did someone like you get a Fey contract? I thought that place was a little against human intervention, especially for places gallant as this.
It seems you are not one to have heard of Prismere before. No worries. Magic Rosloff will teach you a little bit about Prismere.
Oh, by all means, I'd love to know of such a detailed contract.
Absolutely. Are you in accordance then to go on this little trip? A quest, so to speak, for me?
Oh, why not? That is, after all, why I'm here.
All right.
In
Herringon.
the background, Rinko's like doing noises as she continues to hold up her arm.
I think this one wants to talk real quick. I don't know about you.
Herringon. What say you?
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not exactly happy about getting stuck into a contract like this, but I still have things I want to get done, so fine. I'll do it.
Understood. Dwarf, what is your choice?
Can I see this contract first?
It is floating in front of you.
All right.
It's a big piece of
I
paper.
quickly grab it and try to eat it.
You can try, but another copy of it pops out right in front of you.
And I ate that. They ate that copy as well.
And it's going to keep going.
I do it like 3 more
staring at
times.
this wide-eyed
It'll pop
as
out each time. It's just magic. It feels like it's like cotton candy in your mouth as you're eating. It just kind of disappears and then reforms and is in front of you again.
Keep
Can
going,
I walk
keep
over
going.
to D and just be like, is that normal, or like, is that a contract thing?
Oh, usually our contracts are quite indestructible. It would take an act of God for it to even get crumpled like that. I'm rather surprised.
Now,
Interesting.
dwarf, I expect you to stop this mockery, or you can be locked up in the jail.
Well, I'm out of ideas. I guess you got me good with this one.
Thank you.
But I'm gonna keep on eating.
He's still
You-
going.
It's gonna be a cycle. You don't get any filling from this. It doesn't feel like it's a feast at all. It just feels like it disappears in your mouth the entire time.
Then I stop in disappointment.
Aw.
Yes, young one? Looking towards
I-
Rinka.
Rinka puts down her hand and smiles proudly as she says, I don't think contracts that are signed while you're drunk are legally binding.
Ah, but they are here, dear one.
What country is this?
Anonymous country I haven't actually named. But you're in the city of Little Vegas.
D puts one
America,
of his hands.
gotcha.
Yeah.
That sounds accurate.
D puts his hand on Rinka's shoulder. Oh my dear, they're not legally binding. They're bound to your soul. This is what you agreed to, and this is what they will give you. There is no law nor God in the known universe that can undo a contract as solid as this masterpiece.
It's not solid. I tried checking.
It's pretty solid. Well, actually, maybe it isn't solid. I mean, it kept coming back, so.
Big Baron just kind of sits back and you watch. He's very pleased with himself. He's like,
I'm gonna.
deal.
Oh, hello, Rafunk.
Hey, Rinka.
Hello.
I
Sorry for
look
being
at
late.
the Baron again. It's like,
No worries.
and I point at D. It's like, seriously, how is this red bunny talking to me?
Rafunk, I will pull you. No, I won't pull you aside. I'm gonna have you at a house in the near future, and I'll explain what's going on there. Okay?
Okay.
So he looks back at you four, and he's very pleased. He's like, "Good. I will return all of your equipment. Obviously, you're lacking of any money, but that will be fine. I'm sure Magic Roslov will take care of you. And you'll do this quest. In exchange for doing this quest and completing it to its fullest, as stated in the contract, you will then be cleared of all your debt and be free to go."
There's a slacking cause. I can't speak. There's a slacking clause in the contract.
Absolutely.
Jeez, you guys
Of
really did
course
think of
there
everything.
is. That being said, I am going to need the actual job written out in full before we begin.
He
Having
snaps
such
his
a
fingers and it's instantly in front of you. One
Ah.
Magic Rovslov has requested your help in finding his patron.
perfect, beautiful.
And,
And
then,
that is exactly what it says.
no, not to that. It goes into well enough detail, but you'll learn the rest at Magic Larsov's.
Gotcha. Okay.
Legal mumbo jumbo that you find very appreciative.
Gotcha. Okay.
There's a lot of big words.
There is no wild loophole. You know what you're getting into. No weaseling your
No,
way out.
you are tied down by Fey Pact.
Gotcha.
Rinka raises her hand again.
Yes, little one?
Who's in charge of the fetch quest?
Is that what we're calling them now?
You can refer to Magic Rothsloff. He will be the one who assists you. After you assist him, you can return to me to detail your completion. Is that understood?
Rinka raises her hand again.
Yes.
I forgot their name, but are they coming with us for the whole thing?
Which one? Who? Magic Rothsloff?
Magic Rosloff.
Yeah, Magic Ross.
No, you will be doing this on your own.
When we're on our own, am I in charge?
I don't suggest that, little one. I
Oh, I
suggest...
I think that would be a lovely idea.
Well, if that's what you decide, far be it. I think
I-
all of you should decide things together. But
I just
if you want to
I don't
lead
know if a bunny can lead people.
Eh?
little one, before you go, I will teach you several things. One
Okay.
is this bunny is called a herringon.
Okay.
They are creatures of the Fae. He will be an absolute ally for you in dealing with this situation. The red one is called a tiefling.
That's a rude way to describe him.
He
I mean, his teeth are
is
big, but
not quite devil, not quite demon, but of a similar branch.
oh, okay.
The other one
Okay.
is a dwarf.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, that's why you're short. Okay.
I prefer the term short king.
Short king.
Are
Okay.
you wait? Are you like actually a monarch or like?
No. It's
Oh,
a self-esteem
Hear the
pickup,
bang,
you know?
bang
My
on the
ears
table
droop a
again.
bit. Like, oh.
I raise my hand
A
again.
guard comes in and he says, "Fetch their belongings, bring them back."
I like how you just
And-
straight up just ignores pending now and just turns
Yeah,
Honestly,
done
smart
with it.
move. Sorry, I'll be back again, but Rinka's going back into internal monologue for a moment.
Yep.
Sorry.
He sends the guard off to go and get your belongings and brings them back. As they are brought to you, you are released from your manacles. So each one's unlocked, and they hand you all your belongings back.
Just gonna start rubbing my wrists because it's like, oh, geez, how long are those things on for? Like,
There will be
I'm
one
just
other
checking my
joining
stuff.
you on the quest. You will meet him at Magic Roslov's house. My god will assist you in leading you to the warlock's place.
Question, sir.
Yes.
Is this other person? Is it a hot lady?
No.
Damn.
Are we gonna?
Is there hot ladies in her journey?
Who knows who we might meet?
That gives me hope.
Are we gonna know who this person is when we see them, or are we gonna get introduced when we get there?
You will be introduced when you get there by the god.
Gotcha.
Oh, yes, I almost forgot. D ruffles through his bag and pulls out a scroll. Should you ever need services of the Contract Dealers Association, and the Fey magic isn't what you need at that moment, do give us a summon. We're very good at helping new summoners out.
Big Baron looks at you. And give me a persuasion check.
Okay. A 3, so I got a 6.
We are rolling hot tonight.
You know what? It's meet or beat, and you meet it. So, he ends up nodding his head, and he's like, I always appreciate another contact. You never know when you might need something a little bit less than honest sometimes. And Fey magic doesn't do well with trickery. So maybe. And he reaches his hand out for the summoning scroll.
He gives it to D gives it to him. You do not need to summon me. You may summon any of the 26 4. You may summon
26.
any of the 26 other contract dealers, A through Z. We are all very skilled at what we do. Just know that we are ranked via letter.
Understood. And he nods, and he points at the guard. He's like, any last questions? Understood. And he will have the guard escort you out. And now, Rafunk.
Is Rinka still just like sitting there, or?
Rafunk, are you
ready?
ready?
Yep.
You previously had a run-in with this same character, the Big Baron, and you worked out a deal with him. He would pay you with rare treasures, lots of scroll books that you wanted to seek your sights on. He had a small collection that you had never seen before, and you were willing to work with him on this quest, and he sent you over to Madrig Rosloff's house to wait for some other less than savory companions to assist you.
Okay.
As you knock on the door, you realize no one answers. What do you do?
I knock again and say hello. Hello?
No, you hear a fluttering inside, like a loud pitch fluttering of wings. But you don't hear anything else.
I can hear you're in there. Are you ignoring me?
What? 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 Who's at the door?
Who's there?
Oh,
Who's
hello,
there?
I'm Raytheon. I'm here for the job.
Sir, are you here to help me, sir? And you hear a click as the door opens, and you see Madrig Rosloff, a old man, probably near his 80s or 90s, human, bent over. He's got a warlock's cape on. He's got two little pixies that float by his ear, and he's using an ear horn to try and hear. He stumbled over a little bit, but he's got a cane to kind of keep him secure. And he walks straight up to you, looking you dead in the eyes. He says, "Who are you? Who sent you?"
I'm Raytheon. I'm here to meet with some a group of people. I was supposed to receive some forbidden texts, or maybe not forbidden.
Hmm. Oh, I don't. Well, come on in. I can make you some pumpkin pie. And he lets you in. He kind of
delightful.
waddles to the side and lets you in. And you see that he actually lives in a house amongst a giant pumpkin patch. Beautiful, huge, 2-story tall pumpkins line each of his windows. And he sets these little fairies off to make some pumpkin pie. And he leads you to a small, comfy room, a little sitting room, where it's covered in like crocheted quilts and blankets and has lots of pillows. And he's got a nice little rocking chair off on the side. And he just sits there and he looks out the window. And he's like, I'm betting Big Baron didn't just send you, so we'll wait for the others.
Oh, very well then.
At that time, the guard leads the rest of you, all four, through a giant pumpkin patch to see just a small house in the middle of the clearing. Giant 2-story pumpkins detail along each side of the road as you come up, some having been smashed open for its good treats inside, large pumpkin seeds on the side of the road. The smell of pumpkin pie drifts through the air as a sweetness comes from this cottage. The guard sits you there. He knocks very abruptly on the door twice and then decides to walk off. You hear.
Yep.
The old man jumps up startled. Who is it?
Hello?
Well, it was
hello?
one guard guy, but he kind of just wandered off.
Yeah, you just left us here. I start knocking louder.
Oh! I'm coming. These old bones don't move like they used to.
Can I do a strength check to see if I break the door by knocking?
Sure. Give me a strength check.
16.
He's used to that solid.
You
wolf
hit it
construction.
hard enough that you hear the top latch on the door pop off. So when the Borlock swings it open, half the door comes down.
Can I
Oh,
just, like, jump
my!
backwards a bit, like
We'll have to mend that a little bit later. Oh, I didn't know that was so old. Welcome, Sonnies and little miss. How can I help you?
Hello.
We
Yeah,
have been ordered under contract by the Big Baron to assist you in your little relocation of lost property matter.
Ah, I see. You're here from the Big Baron. Well, let's come on in. I can make you some pumpkin pie. And as you step in, you get that big whiff of it.
You sound delightful.
Well,
I like
thank
you.
you, little miss.
Mm-hmm.
Now come on in. I won't have any of this. The pixies will have to fix the door later, but that's a later issue. He kind of like shuts the door and it doesn't quite close all the way. So he just sticks a chair under the handle to kind of like keep it closed. And he escorts you over to a room where a dragonborn is sitting. Rafunk, do you want to describe your character?
I'm a blue dragon. That's so. Just describe the looks, right?
Describe how he looks.
I'm just a blue dragon, wearing little glasses.
I am gonna yell, "A cat!" And then I'm gonna run and I'm going to hug Rafunk. Like, arms around the neck kind of hug.
a cat?
Oh, they're already playing nice. I think these are your
Oh,
other
are you okay
companions,
there?
Sonny.
Do you want a snack?
I mean, I'll never turn down a snack. No.
I reach into my pocket, I pull out some coffee beans, and I offer it to
Just feeding coffee beans.
Just the beans?
Just the beans, just straight up
raw
coffee
as
beans.
beans.
Raw coffee beans.
There's no chocolate with this or anything?
Sorry, I don't have chocolate on me right now.
Got some beans for me too.
Yeah, I reach into my pocket and I toss carve some beans.
I just
I
gnaw
pretend
the
to eat
beans.
and then I put them in my pocket instead.
Just
These are
quick-
delicious. Thank you, young man.
quick question for the DM.
Yeah.
Because all my spells and stuff are coffee based, and because my melee attack is a bean strike, can we just assume that I have, for reasons I don't question, a bottomless pocket of beans?
Yeah, you have an untangible number of beans.
Yeah.
You
I
think
don't-
bean logic?
Yeah, I don't know why, but I also, for whatever reason, that's the one thing about this world that doesn't bother me, is the fact that I just have unlimited coffee.
You
beans.
have like a little bag. It's gonna be like a fey bag.
You
can
always
add
think
to
that
your
you have 12
clothing
beans left.
Yeah.
That just spawns infinite numbers of beans.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
There you go, guys. I think this is the entire group, is it? Big Baron did say he was going to make sure everybody appeared today.
So, this is a lot of animals for me to, like, lead around, though. Is it gonna be okay?
What?
Because I got, like, the 2 bunnies and now the cat as well.
Speak up, Sonny. I'm hard of hearing.
I said I have 2 bunnies and a cat. Is it gonna be a... I've never had to care for this many pets before. Is this gonna work out okay?
Oh.
What if I lose one?
Well, I think they'll stick with you just fine. Little miss, this is not an issue. They're good people. Or creatures.
I'm
It is
honestly
the-
surprised you understood any of that.
Why'd you put so much emphasis on ore?
Because in
Yeah.
my lifetime, Sonny, you never know what could happen. I've
I
been
like-
here for 85 years, and it's a long time.
I look at Lupin very analytically. It's like I guess they're fairly well trained. I like pet
Thanks.
Lupin on the head.
I like immediately go to pull away, but then it makes contact and I kind of freeze up for a moment.
Yeah, you're a good boy.
All right, would you guys like to know what you're doing?
Like,
And he kind of turns around. He's like, "Oh no, the pumpkin pie!" And he's like scurries off to the kitchen real quick. And then he comes back with a pumpkin pie in like 2 little tiny gloves with a little apron on. And he sets it down and he cuts you each a little bit of a pie and sets it in front of you. It's a little burnt. And then he gives you all a little bit of milk to go with it. He's like, "Are you ready to hear about why you're here?"
Question.
Sure.
Can I perception check the pie?
And what are you trying to learn about the pie?
You're a picky eater.
Pieception check.
Pieception. If it's poison, what is made of? Composition
Okay,
of the
give me
pie.
an insight roll. Because you're
Insight.
doing
Alright,
it technically on Magic Rothsloff to see if he's poisoned it.
Dang, a 2.
Pie.
You have no idea. You can obviously tell it's burnt, but you haven't tasted a pumpkin pie in a long time. You wouldn't know if it's poisoned or not.
I do love meat pie.
D looks over at the small man. It's like, really, you'll eat the contract an infinite amount of times, but you won't immediately dig into a freshly baked pie.
I'm a man with fine taste, tiefling.
I'll eat the pie.
I'm already
you-
eating the pie.
I was
As
gonna
you
say, can I
bite
just take a
into
bite
it,
and be like,
it's
"It's alright."
sweet and creamy. It's just the right hint of sweetness. It's not overly sweet. It is a little toasty on the bottom, but you can kind of ignore that. But
Is there-
it just feels like he's spent years creating the perfect combination of a
Can
pie
I-
to crust ratio.
Can
Is
I lean
there-
over to the tiefling and ask him, Dear Chiefling, have you ever had pumpkin pie before?
Oh, now. I'm not here to mix business with pleasure. And I'm first and foremost here.
So
for
I take that as a
business.
no. You never had
He's
a pumpkin
dodging
pie.
the question.
I don't think that bunnies eat a lot of things. I imagine that this bunny has never even had a bagel, but that's just my assumption.
D leans into the old man. So, I've read all about your lost property, but why don't you explain it to the crowd so they can understand it too?
By the way, is there like a cup or something near me?
Yeah, you have a cup of milk.
Okay, I'm gonna grab that cup. I'm gonna take some coffee beans out of my pot. I'm gonna ground the coffee beans over the milk, and it just turns into coffee for some reason.
What?
This girl is grinding coffee beans with her hands.
Yeah, it just turns into coffee, and then I start.
Well,
sipping
that's
the
a
coffee
type of
with the
magic
pie.
I've never seen before.
Is it? I just make coffee. I don't. That's just how it works.
I didn't think you meant like literally like that.
Is that not how coffee is made here?
You didn't even use hot water.
That's
There
milk.
was no brewing process. That's a magic I've never seen before.
Quite
Huh.
literally, all you did was crush some beans and put it in a liquid, and you made coffee.
Even then,
Yeah,
you did it with
that's
your
how
bare
it's
hands.
done. That's how people make coffee. I guess America's just a little different.
Understood.
Yes. Sure, whatever you say,
Uh-huh.
madam. Now then, on to business. I do love business.
Business? Oh, right, the quest. Well, I've acquired many treasures and made important contacts during my lengthy adventuring career. I would like to pass these treasures I possess in the favors I am owed to you, and in exchange, I'd ask that you travel to Prismere, a domain in the Feywild, and find out what fate has befallen the Archfey there. The Archfey, Zybilna, is my patron and inspiration, and she is the source of my power. I would like you to follow out what's happened to her as she rules Prismere. I've been unable to contact Zybilna for the better part of a year now, and I fear something terrible has happened. My adventuring days are over, but Zybilna has been good to me. I would like to know if she is well before I take my leave of this mortal world.
Oh
The
no.
o- Yes, it's very sad. But look here, every 8 years, our world is visiting by a traveling extravaganza called the Witchlight Carnival.
The Gonzo.
It recently returned and is camping 3 days travel from here. I'm asking you
It's
now. Huh?
Oh, sorry, it's
Huh?
a traveling carnival, right?
Yeah.
Do we know how long it's going to be sticking around for? Like, do we have a time limit? Or...
Well, I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna take you a little bit to get there, but you'll get there on the last day.
So we have a day. Gotcha.
I'm
Well,
asking
don't worry,
you
so
now
we'll find
because
Sabina
the-
for you.
Yes. Seek out Zybilna of Prismere. Help her if you can. Return with proof that she is alive and well. And upon your return, all your hard-won earnings of my adventuring career shall be yours. And I will give great thanks to the Baron in exchange.
I raise my hand.
Yes, little miss?
What kind of proof do you need?
Zybilna should be able to write me out a response to what she's done and her reason for not contact.
Okay.
Simple?
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Question.
Answer.
Can I do an insight to make sure this guy has friends?
Wow.
Okay, roll for friend check.
yeah.
Friend check.
I'm trying to see if he's like being ghosted or something.
Wait, perception
like,
will be
he's
better
really
to see if I
annoying.
can find anything if there's a French.
Yep, roll an
I need
insight.
You to go check and see why I'm being left on red.
A 12.
I'm going to give it to you because I think you need to know this. Magic Rosloff is a name you've heard about in your travels. He is a widely known magician, but he is a very powerful warlock, like very clearly a warlock. He is a warlock of power, and he's been powerful for decades, only losing to one other mage.
Yeah, I mean, look at the size of these pumpkins.
Uh,
It's obviously a powerful
The
warlock.
only other mage you have heard of that's more powerful than him is one named Saya Kaudernax. And she was number 1. She just passed away just a few years ago.
She was number 1.
She was number 1.
I know about the legend of this warlock. He was a powerful man, but he had no friends. Sad. Very sad.
You're gonna say that
I-
in front
I-
of
Crazy,
him?
but
I-
we'll find you some friends.
Do you say that in front of him? Honestly,
I just
do you,
gladly-
We'll be your
do
friends.
you say that in front of him?
Yes, I'll say that in front of him.
Okay.
Can I just like pull on my ears and like turn away from
Yes,
the
you
rest of the
can.
group? Like, oh my god.
I sip my coffee, completely oblivious to the awkwardness that has just befallen this room.
Look, I'm just saying Fenorin does not have a cringe resistance. He like the moment that comes
So,
out of
in
his
that
mouth, he is
instant,
like
he's going to
squirming.
snap.
Like,
And he's going to cast command on you, Carv, and he's going to, you should sit and stay silent. So I'm going
just
to
there
need
chewing
you
on
to
a plate.
roll a, I think it's a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. All right, where is 14?
You fail. You are forced to sit there, and you are going to remain silent until he lets go of the spell.
Wow,
Magic
that was
Ross-
a cool spell.
I think
Thank
to
you.
myself, that was worth it.
He goes over to a chest, and he picks out a few letters.
While
brings them
he's
back.
doing this, Dee goes, well. You seem to have quite the command over the mystical arts still. If your patron was despondent with your abilities, where are you getting your power from right now?
She is missing. She's not gone. I still feel the tether from her. But I have gone without contact for a long time. That is worrisome with Sibylna. She is a godmother to mortals. She specifically made the carnival years and years ago so that mortal realms could pass into the Feywild to meet her, to try and help them.
is that how you met her back in the day?
Yes, she found me when I was a very little boy. I was very sick, and she nursed me through the night when my parents were ill as well. Very charming lady. Ever since then, I've decided to look up to her as my patron.
My parents died before I was born.
Now, see, and that's why
That's
you
rough,
need
buddy.
a patron. You can always
guess
have
that makes
someone
sense.
else to look up to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, he sits these down. There's 3 letters. You can pick up either one of them. Do any of you want to look?
I'll look.
I was gonna say
Which
I'm gonna
one?
look at the rest of the team first and watch what they do.
Sorry, what were my options to look?
You have letter 1, letter 2, letter 3.
I will look at letter 2.
This letter has a symbol text. It's stamped with an official wax seal of a fairly large settlement. You don't know which.
Okay.
It makes no sense to you. But it also has the stamp of a deity. It says this letter can be taken to any temple that is worshipped and presented to the high priest, who would then grant the letter bearer a favor. An example of any appropriate favor would be 1 free casting of a spell of 5th level or lower from the clergy spell list, such as commune or raise dead.
Just to make sure, am I capable of reading it?
You are. You are
Okay.
fairly fluent in it.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
D will pick up and look at letter 1.
The letter is stamped with the official wax seal of a large settlement as well. Shows a big town. It reads, the bearer of this letter is entitled to a favor in exchange for services previously rendered of heroic nature. This letter can be presented to the settlement's leader or leaders, who would then grant the letter's bearer a favor. This favor can take the form of free room and board for up to a year, the gift of a small estate, or a parcel of land, or an audience with someone of great influence, such as a king or queen, or some other benefit of your choosing.
I hold the last letter up to Mr. Scolorado. I say, don't leave out Mr. Scolorado, so he can read it.
He will release the spell and see what you do.
I stand up. I look at the letter. Scan it.
This letter bears the signature and arcane sigil of Saya Kalternax, a wizard known throughout the lands. The letter describes the kinship between the wizard and the adventuring party to which Madrick once belonged to. It concludes with, by the terms of a magically binding agreement, the bearer of this letter is owed one favor from Saya Kalternax, or in the event of her timely death, one of Saya's devoted apprentices. Although Saya died a few years ago, this letter can still be presented to one of the apprentices. You would get the appropriate favor, would be the brewing of a rare or uncommon potion, the scribing of a rare or uncommon spell, or the loan of a spell book containing a selection of wizard spells of 5th level or lower.
I say to
As
myself,
you read through this, he has big contacts. He knows lots of powerful people that all owe him favors.
Oh, I thought you meant like
No, like
What?
not the reading.
like lenses,
yeah, he got big glasses on.
putting real
Nope.
big contact
Can
lenses.
I
in.
can I ask you, like, so if you know so many powerful people, then why aren't you getting them to help you?
Not a lot of people in this world will just get up and go to Prismia. And to be
Is
fair,
it because of the crime?
it's not because of crime. It's a journey into another world, young miss. And that is dangerous for
Annabelle?
anyone who is not an adventurer. As long as you are an adventurer and willing to take up the journey, it is fine. But forcing that on someone who has no beings, who would ask a king or queen to venture into Prismia for them? That doesn't seem logical. It's right. But I am old enough. My party is long gone. I would have made the journey if I could, so I have to ask those that are young. And in exchange, I grant these promises to them. It will be worth more after the adventure is over.
So do we all get these rewards, or each, or is it just like one for each of us? There's only 3
You would
letters.
all get the rewards. As a group, collectively, you turn in this letter, you will each get part of the favor. So say both you and the young miss want to have a collection of spells at your hands. That would be done. Say the tiefling decides that he would like the rare potion instead of the scroll, that would be done.
So we have to vote, all of us,
I
for
raise
one
my
letter.
hand.
No, all 3 would be yours,
Oh.
along with my other treasures.
I'm like moving the head back and forth, side to side.
Can I just stare at the hand like, what the fuck like, what are you doing? The hand thing?
Yes, little miss?
If I get spells, will that work like only in America, or is it gonna work in the real world too?
I would think it would work in all worlds and in the world of Prismia. I don't know if it would work in your world.
Okay.
Has this child been touched by the Fae?
I've been wondering that.
That's
for a while now.
pretty possible, in all honesty. Fae work in mysterious ways. Though, could be unseelie, but you never know.
if I remember correctly, the Fae are the rabbits, right?
The Fae come in many forms. They're just... Think of it as a culture. They come from a special world. The rabbits are just one part of it.
They're not like you and me. They are
Wow.
mysterious.
Okay, so they're not from Tokyo or America.
I say that out loud next time I sit next to the rabbit.
Okay, I understand now. I grab Lupin. So this is a Canadian bunny.
What do they mean by? What is Canada?
It's okay, rabbit. I pet the rabbit's head again.
I frown, but I don't make any resistance to move away.
I'm a little worried he's going to pet that rabbit too hard.
I can take care of a rabbit. Back at home, I took care of a cat.
I mean, I can take care of myself.
Those
Thank
coffee
you.
beans. I'm not sure if you know your own strength.
At that mention, I'm gonna immediately duck away now that I realize there is actual danger. Anyway,
does not everyone have that ability in America?
So what you're saying
here? I'm waiting for the rabbit to speak at the same time. So cut him off.
I'm just staring directly at you in the chair, well.
You just see Magic
So, shall we
Rosloff
be on our way?
slowly drifting off to sleep.
Look, I just want to confirm. No one else has really gone to this festival you're talking about, right?
D snaps his fingers in front of Magic Roslov.
Huh?
Oh,
What?
yeah.
What?
You can't do that to old people. They need their sleep.
What was that?
I'm sure he'll
What?
have all the time in the world to sleep once we know what we're dealing with here. Now, you're telling me that not many people have gone to this festival, this
Prismia.
Prismia,
The wonderful
gotcha.
land of Prismia. That's the place in the Feywild that Sibilna rules.
And not many people have gone to it, I'm taking.
Not recently. It used to be a gateway for mortals to cross over to speak with Sibilna.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but that's more than enough payment for me.
Let us be honest. The best way is to go to the carnival, scout it out from top to bottom, and then you will be able to uncover that which may be hidden there. There is a portal there somewhere. I just don't know where. I was never one to find the crossing myself.
Right, you mentioned she reached out to you first. Well, I'm not going to pretend I'm magically inclined. I'm just going to start scanning around.
I'm magical.
Yeah, do you have any ideas about how we're going to get there?
I think you're all pretty magical, given that you're bunnies and cats that can talk.
Thanks.
Just head to
Anytime.
the
Shall we
carnival.
walk there?
It is out of town.
I think
Head
we
to the carnival.
I think
Spend
we
a
can just
day
walk there
there.
or take a quad.
Guys, I think we need to walk to the carnival. But that would be too simple.
Is
Magic Man, can you magic us to the carnival?
Help us, Magic Man.
Which Magic Man are you talking about? There are
So
three
that
in
you
this
can see a
room.
display of your powers
Just
if you
say
can
it out
teleport us to
loud.
the carnival.
I just say it out loud, Magic Man. I don't clarify. I just say Magic Man.
Magic Rovslav's just waiting, peacefully
By the way-
sipping on his milk.
Out of character.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should we already know this? Like, what class is everyone? Just out of curiosity.
You don't know. You haven't talked about it.
Oh yeah, we haven't
We
actually
haven't
talked
even
about
told
it
each
yet.
other our
Yeah.
names yet. We've just
We
kinda...
just
Yeah.
we woke up in a prison cell.
And you guys just
okay,
all
okay.
became friends. You didn't ask for names. You didn't ask
Friends
descriptions.
is a
You didn't
wrong
nothing.
term.
I mean,
Yeah,
You
it's
guys woke up in a
wrong.
prison cell?
I just like.
Oh yeah, you weren't there for that.
I had
Dude,
to on the
okay,
fly
we're all
make up why
together.
Rafunk was there. So.
You know what? I'll learn. I'll learn what everyone's class is when Rinka does then.
You'll learn on the way. Right,
Yup.
Magic Man?
Am I Magic Man in this context?
I'm starting to think Magic Man is...
Everyone's magical.
Yay!
I'm a girl.
Dia walks over to Magic
Even
Roslov.
girls can be magical,
Yes.
young lady.
Let me
Yeah, but
ask
not
you
Magic
this.
Man.
How many people have you have been sent out to find your compatriot, as it were?
You would be the first group.
Maybe you'd like a little bit more information from us? Say, in case of failure or death on our part?
I only have so many years to live, Sonny. If I don't hear from you before that, that is my own request. It's just that you help her. My pixies will be here long after, and they will pass the news on to the Baron, should you succeed.
Can I just ask, when you said failure, was that a pun?
I get it.
I genuinely don't understand.
I like your jokes,
Hey.
Magic Man.
Oh, is it just Faye?
D just ignores what they say.
Okay.
What I'm suggesting is that maybe it would be best for us to have a little bit of a contract on it. Extend your life, maybe. Get a bit more information on our little quest as it happens. I am a contract dealer of sorts. I can make the rather impossible things a little bit more in reach.
Now, Sonny,
With a deal, of course.
Oh, you're a notary?
Sonny boy, I've lived many a years, and maybe when I was younger, I would have agreed to that. But I am old now. My bones creak. My back hurts. I can't hear well, and I can't see what's right in front of me a lot of the time. I have my magic to help me guide me through the day-to-day stuff, but I'm tired. I just want to know if my patron's okay. The one person that helped me through. So, just do what the Baron asked of you.
Well, it seems that the hot-blooded days are behind you. I know a lost cause when I see one, so I'll wrap it up for now, but I assure you, on my name as Contract Dealer D, we will, or at least I, will fulfill my job to the letter.
Is your job title in your name?
I am what I do, and I am what and my job is my life.
Bunnies in America are weird.
Maybe you're
you
just
named
the
that
weird
before.
one.
We
I
named
can't
that before you had your job or afterwards?
Look, there's a lot to unpack here, but I'm just gonna turn to... I wrote the name down. Hold on. Magic Roslov.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I spelt that right, but...
You want me to spell it out for you?
well, I can tell you how I spelt it, and you can tell me if it's wrong.
Okay. It's probably wrong.
The word magic,
Nope.
the word Ross, and then the
Nope.
word sloth.
Madrick. M-A-D.
Madrick.
That's a way off.
R-Y-C-K. Roslov.
Fenorin.
R-O-S-L-O-F.
Well, I'm just saying Fenorin's trying
This
his
is
best,
fantasy.
okay?
It's not spelled properly.
Well, look, regardless of the sketchiness of my, I'd like hesitate to immediately say friend, the companion here.
I prefer the term colleague.
Mild acquaintance. We'll find her, okay?
Thank you.
I can't promise how long it'll take, but
Well, the first thing you can
Yay,
do is
let's go
get
to
to
the
the
carnival.
carnival.
yay!
Yeah, the carnival.
So he raises his cane, taps it 3 times, and says, and out you go.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
To
I
the
knew you could do that,
carnival,
Magic
out
Man.
you
What's happening? Where am I? Oh wait,
This is
you can do
hard. What do you
magic,
mean
but
by that?
he's just telling us to leave. All right.
Okay, all right. I'll see you later. I'll stumble out the door.
And as you guys stumble out the door, it's a very clear path. There's signs all over the place. This is on the outskirts of town, but there is flyers all over. You see Witchlight Carnival everywhere. And you see posters with beautiful butterflies and pink lights and everything. And there's big arrows that point this way, just a few days walk.
Who would be the closest person to me right now?
Having stumbled out of the house, probably Rafunk's character.
All right. I have a list of names here. Hold on.
I will
yeah,
never remember names. I'm trying.
I'm gonna lean over
Is
to
that list
Raffion.
people you want revenge on?
That's not what I mean. I'm sorry. I just said that out loud. Sorry about that. But I'm gonna lean over to
What does that
Raffion and be
list
like,
for?
I don't want to alarm you, but I think the festival's in town.
These signs mean something.
Can't put my finger on it.
Can I do a perception check on the sign?
Sure. Do a perception check.
I have a
Insight
5.
Check the sign.
You can barely read the sign, for somehow it is too tall up on the freaking post for you to see it. And so you stumble. You can barely see the arrow that's pointing off the direction to the carnival.
I need to point out, Carve literally rolled a 1.
Let's go.
You're
Bunny,
too
do you
small.
Bunny, do you want ups? Do you want
He's the one
ups?
that can't read it. Why are you looking at me?
Oh wait, who couldn't read it?
Carve.
That guy.
Oh,
You call me a bunny?
sorry, I got
You
confused.
just call me a bunny?
Force a habit.
I'm
course
gonna
not.
assume you guys are walking and talking as you're walking
Yes.
towards the carnival.
Like
It's the
Imagine
first time
this
someone
was,
called me a bunny. I feel honored.
Yeah, you can be Bunny if you want to be.
After a few
Hold
days
on.
trek,
I'll be
you
named
get to
Big
the
Bunny.
carnival on the very last day. Okay? So you're going to be talking and chatting with everyone the entire time. Holy crap.
3 days of
3 days.
being called a bunny.
The gang it goes off to the carnival.
The first stars of night twinkle above the apricot sunset. Giant dragonflies whirl overhead, trailing streamers, and a low mist curls over the ground. Through a floral archway, you glimpse wondrous and vibrant creatures, elf stillwalkers, dancing fairies, and painted performers. Everywhere there is laughter, pixie dust bubbles, and the whistling tune of a wistful calliope.
More.
Oh, Wistful Calliope.
Wistful Calliope.
She's my favorite singer.
I was gonna say I'm a big fan actually.
I've heard of your music before.
Miss Calliope, please do a song for us.
I don't think she's here right now, dude. I'm gonna be on.
I think that's just a sign you're talking to. She's not here.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, sorry,
That's
my glasses were off.
that's a wooden cutout.
You
There's
can't
like
be
this,
You
Talk
can't be
amongst
mean.
yourself
It's
while I
just a
try and get this
cat.
map working.
Oh, okay.
and then there's
Hopefully
this
moment,
person
let's
right
go.
next to the statue, to the cutout. That's Miss Calliope.
Whoa, I'm seeing double. 4 Calliopes.
4 of them. Like I have to take a moment and be like, wait, what? 4, maybe more. Imagine.
More imagine.
Are you
Maybe
feeling
more.
okay, Cat? Do you want some coffee?
Yeah. Question about that, if I am allowed to ask. Why do you keep
Uh-huh.
calling him a cat?
Is it not a cat?
I mean, they're covered in scales, assumedly, and wearing glasses, so.
I'm a
I
magical
don't
dragon.
I just assumed, given the various kind of bunnies in America, maybe like this is what a cat looks like in America.
What is America? Like,
It's
is that
where we
place?
are.
Uh,
Because
Right.
this is Little Vegas, so we are in America.
Is that like a dimension or?
or like a kingdom or
I remember America.
barony.
It's a
She
country,
was
I
a
guess.
hot woman.
I don't remember much about this America place, but I do remember one place. The
Uh,
Alamo.
do you guys need me to share the map, or you good on your own?
You can open
I'm
the
good.
session, right?
Yeah, launch session.
Yeah, there we go.
Wait,
Launch game.
did he give us any tickets?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Are we going to have to pay for this?
We're all kind of broke too.
Well, there's only one way to find out now, isn't there? And
They
besides,
might be waiting for us at the booth.
And besides, if it's monetary compensation you seek, I may be able to provide a little bit of assistance for.
Oh, you're paying for
price.
us then.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks,
I
man.
I never said that.
How kind of
Oh,
you.
come on. No,
Wow.
you can't. I mean, you're already
You
so
pay for
generous
us
already.
already, right,
You're
right.
pretty
Keep
good
going.
to back out now at this point. Go
You're
on.
backing
Go
out now?
Yeah, come
You're
on.
buying us lunch as well, man.
Yeah,
You're such a good person.
I can't believe you're paying tickets for all five
Well,
of us.
I'm
That's-
sure. I'm sure you'll find your own way in. Ta-ta. He just starts walking away.
Right. Now that the weirdo is
I
gone,
whispered to-
can we introduce ourselves?
I whisper to Lupin, I know I'm not supposed to pick favorites, but I think you're my preferred bunny.
Thanks. I don't want to ruin their childlike wonder of calling a tiefling a bunny.
All right, now that he's gone, who are you guys? What are you guys?
That's a good
Why
point.
are you
Never
guys-
Actually,
I'm Rinka.
Wow, that's
I'm
awfully
Rinka.
philosophical.
I'm Rinka. Okay, so, who is Rinka? What is, girl? And then, wait, what was the other question you asked?
Why?
Why is, coffee, I guess?
I have many questions for you, you strange one. You ask
Okay.
many strange questions,
Mhm.
but I feel something draws me to you.
Okay.
Yick. What does that mean?
It, it is my name / also religion.
Can I do like a history check on Yick to see if I know anything about
Go
Yick?
ahead.
But,
Oh, these are the forbidden magic.
I know nothing about Yick,
What'd you roll?
but I
got my
feel
hands up in the
rolled
fucking
3.
in the position.
You have no idea about religion. You don't think you've ever even heard the word yik before. This is very uncommon for you.
this Yick must be something of legends. I will take note of it.
yeah. It's,
You, long-eared fellow, what is your name?
Me? And I look around. Oh yeah, huh? I'm Fenorin. A lot of places want last names, so I use fast hands for that, but I just go by Fenorin.
Fast hands. How fast are these hands?
I mean, we can test right now if you want. And I immediately put my hands up in like a fighting stance.
All right. Come on, hit me.
Whoa, guys, calm down, calm down.
What?
We just got here. We don't want to get thrown out.
All right, you scaly person. What are you?
I'm a magical dragon.
Okay.
Let's,
What are
Fair
you?
enough. Understood.
All right, that's fair enough.
I agree.
So
As the
Is there
music
anything
begins
else
to
to
wind
you?
up, you see people start to gather behind you as you're pushed further, closer and
Oh,
closer
yeah.
to the ticket booth.
I guess we're holding up the line here.
Everybody needs to move up in the ticket queue.
Here we should probably.
As this whole
You
thing
should probably help me.
is going on,
One
D
question.
will
Okay,
inquire
never
about
mind, someone
tickets.
Moved me up.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was gonna say.
D, as you approach, a
Oh.
silver statue
Oh.
of Dancing Fairy is
Oh, it's because I was
mounted
on the
the roof
pen
of
tool.
this ticket
Okay,
booth
yeah, we're good.
and surrounded by butterflies. The booth is decorated with an animate depiction of the night sky with shooting stars arching across it. An elderly goblin perches behind the ticket counter, peering at you quizzically through a spyglass. He lowers the spyglass and calls out to you, "Greetings, fair fairgoers!" He points to you specifically, Shad.
Greetings. I am here to inquire about entry to your.
If you want to pay monetarily, easy enough. An adult ticket costs 8 silver pieces, while a children's ticket costs 3 silver pieces.
Very, very well. I will have one adult ticket, please. Do you have change for a gold?
Yes, I do. Of course. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And so, Contract Dealer D, before you left, he takes out a big pair of butterfly wings and hands them to you. Says you must be wearing these at all time when you're in the carnival.
Not the worst thing I've ever done. D puts on the wings.
All right, Slutty. If you look at the back of your ticket, you guys have seen the actual tickets that I made, IRL. It shows 8 punches. I will show that for screen right now. Welcome to the Witchlight Carnival. Admit 1, good for 8 attractions and games. It'll have 8 ticket punches. You guys have to keep track of that. From this point forward, I cannot keep track of all of you guys. You got to keep track of them yourself.
All right, I'll try my
Put that
best.
in my notes real quick.
How much silver was it again?
It's 8 gold or 8 silver pieces. So I believe you had 1 gold on you.
So I have 2 silver left.
Yep.
Okay,
Alright.
so
Can I talk?
Yeah.
We have 1 ticket each with 8 punches on it.
You don't. The only one who's paid is Shad.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Understandable.
When you get your ticket,
So-
yes.
Yeah. So D proceeds to walk through and start mildly perusing.
Can I go up to the ticket booth and say, I believe you should have some tickets waiting here, courtesy of Magic Rothloff?
Guy looks at you. Give me a persuasion check real quick.
Okay, persuasion. Okay, so I roll a d20. Right?
Mhm.
I got a 16, and that's +2, so that's 18.
He looks
Oh
at you
my.
and says, "Boy, I think you really think that, but unfortunately, there's no tickets here for you. There's no tickets being held for the last night, unfortunately."
He expects us to pay for ourselves, and he didn't even give us a per diem.
What's a per diem?
All right.
It's just a small amount of money you get every day to pay for things when you're on an adventure.
I'll call everyone to a group huddle.
All right, fair enough.
All right, guys. I got a plan that will work.
Yeah.
We got to convince the guy they were kids to get the cheapest tickets possible.
Oh my
I
god.
can do this.
I could
Okay,
just
hang
call
on.
him.
I'm gonna go up to the guard
Okay.
Isn't this
or
like a ticket?
the
Just a
ticket person I made.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. If I get 1 child ticket, can my pets come in for free?
Give me a deception roll.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Absolutely. Hang on a sec.
We're turning Rick into a slave owner.
Okay.
Oh my.
Second. I rolled a 7, but I have +3 in deception, so that's a 10.
Sweetheart, those are not animals.
But this one's a bunny. I hold up one of Lupin's.
That is a
ears.
herringon.
I don't know what noise the rabbit makes. Sorry, I blew it. I blew it.
That is a dwarf. That is Dragonkin. Now,
No,
if
I-
you would like to start telling the truth, we can work out
I-
maybe a deal instead
I
of
point to
paying
I
the
point to
monetary
Carve.
value.
I point to Carve, as I point to Carva, I whisper to the guard, the ticket master. It's like, sir, it's not like a super big deal, but he likes to be identified as Short King.
You have a short king, a herringon, and a dragonkin. You are still not getting them in for free. Now, like I said, if you want to work out a deal to make a Fey Pact for the night, then we can do that in exchange of having no money paid.
What's a Fey Pact?
It's a one night only. 8 hours is all you need. And you get to do something a little fun, a little kooky, in exchange for being let into the carnival for free.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Wait, why is it free? What's the catch?
You take on a Fey Pact to make everyone's day a little bit happier.
What do I do?
What's the definition? It's very vague.
The Fey Pact picks you.
Oh. So you're saying us friends will help people smile?
Yeah. Out of play,
I don't
you
know
would
about this one, Rayfon.
out of play, you would roll a d8, and depending on what you get, you would get a Fey Pact to match it. It would last for only 8 hours for the lasting of the day. Well, night.
Bringing smiles to friends.
Well, in character, Fëanor would hate this. As an individual, however.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
I'm gonna...
I'd like to take a
I
Fey
agree.
Pact.
This sounds
Yeah, I like
great.
not spending money. Let's do that.
D
Yeah.
is just looking on at the creatures wishing to take this pact, and just kind of sort of like openly smiling to himself. Butterfly wings flapping a little bit in the wind.
All right.
I'm literally
All
broke.
4 of you, roll a d8. Tell me which number you have.
Okie dokie.
I have plenty of money, but this sounds like fun.
I got a 7.
I am broke.
Oh.
So
I got an 8.
I got a 6.
D8. How do I roll this D8? Is it like 1d8?
Yeah, just 1d8.
I got a 2. Why am my roll so bad?
Nope, that's fine. Carve, you must wear a crown of flowers and water it every hour without taking it off.
Where do I get the water, dear sir?
The river.
Anywhere. There's a giant river
Would-
floating around the entirety of the carnival.
Would coffee be an acceptable substitute?
No, it is specifically for his.
It's
It
for
has to be
playing.
water. Who rolled the 6?
That was me.
You must greet all trees with reverence.
Must greet all trees with reverence. Okay.
Who rolled the 7?
I rolled the 7.
You must compliment everyone you meet.
Okay, I can do that.
And Rafunk, you rolled 8?
Yep.
You must declare your love for unicorns at every opportunity.
Oh, hooray! I love unicorns.
Why, I'm glad you do, Sonny boy. It seems you guys are ready. He passes you guys each a set of butterfly wings.
Yeah, and may I
Make
say,
sure-
you're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you. I appreciate that, little miss. Now, take care. Wear these wings at all times. It's to let us know that you are actually a participant in the carnival.
Is it a cosplay thing?
Cost what?
Cosplay?
Cost what? It doesn't cost anything. This is just your prize for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
As this going on, and I just go to the river and fill my water skin with water.
Okay. You
I
easily
will
do that
go over
as you cross back over.
I will go over to Scolorado.
Yeah.
I walk over to Scolorado and go, hey, Scolorado.
Yes?
I love unicorns.
Oh my.
That's
You did a
That's-
great job
good
of
for you.
watering your head.
thank you, I guess. Yeah.
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 Of all the short kings I know, you're the best.
Well, thank you. Yes, sorry. Yeah.
So wait, are we fully aware of the dealings of our contract, or are we just
Yep.
doing it
You
subconsciously?
instantly know that this is happening once that happens.
Oh, okay. So we're
Like,
gotcha.
it just makes sense to you that this is happening.
It's like breathing.
Yeah, I'm just slowly watering my head as I
Yep. All right.
walk.
All right.
That's
Great. I don't
You
know why
guys
anyone
would-
tastes.
As you guys enter and get closer to the Calliope,
Your fur is very soft and well maintained.
Oh,
More
gotta fan
Calliope.
up. There we go.
you guys need to stop that joke.
It's too easy.
Oh, I should write down that I have a ticket now, and so it's got 8 punches on it.
Yep, you have a ticket with 8 punches on it.
Yeah, I just copied the image, and I'm just gonna black out one of the stars every time I punch one.
A ticket with 8 punches on it. Okay, I put it in my notes.
As you walk up to the Calliope, you see a grand festival starting to form. A parade happens. A 12-foot walking tree, garland and golden ribbon, marches down the thoroughfare. Emerald clouds swirl above the tree and rain down golden spinning sycamore seeds. Fairgoers try to catch the seed before they hit the ground. As the seed gently falls, a chatty squirrel scampers along the boughs of the tree, handing dandelions to select passers-by. What do you do?
As we pass the tree, can I look over it and just go my leash and like bow at the tree?
Yes.
Awesome.
The tree bows to you, and as he bows,
Oh.
you see the little squirrel come up to you. He's like, "Hey, you treat Northwind pretty nice. I like that." And he hands you a dandelion flower. And he says,
That tree just moved.
That's a great dandelion flower, and may I say, Mr. Squirrel, you are looking particularly cute today.
Thank you. I take care of my red coat very well. Now,
It shows.
he goes back to handing you the dandelion flower. And he's like, "Blow this out and make a wish." And he hands it to you, Lupin.
The wish. Oh, that's quite a mighty strong power you've given me here. I clearly don't know what to wish for. Like...
Contract dealer D leans over and whispers, "Be careful what you wish for."
Do I have to
I
say
lean
what
over
my
and
wish
whisper.
is? out loud,
What I
or-
want you to do is you figure out your wish and DM it to me, and I will write it down
Okay.
for future use. You
I
don't
lean
have to share
into
it.
him. I lean into Fast Hands. I'm like, I could give you a wish if you want.
I don't look. I'm getting a wish from a tree in this particular case. I think the tree has a bit more power. Sorry, buddy.
Anybody else doing anything?
D will just
yeah, I'll-
sit back and appreciate the carnival.
I'll tell the squirrel that I love unicorns.
Yee. Well, as other fairgoers turn around and start catching the sycamore seeds, plenty of other people get passed out red hands out dandelion seeds to them.
Can I have a dandelion seed?
He looks at you one more time and he's like, "You know, you did copy me, so go ahead." And he gives you his last dandelion flower.
Thank
It
you.
says, "Blow it out and make a wish."
Okay. I'm gonna blow it out, and I will DM you
Yep, DM me
Rinka's
the
wish.
Can I look at the squirrel and say, "Can I have a dandelion seed?"
I'm fresh out, but you can try and catch one of the last sycamore seeds before they fall.
I look up and try to catch one.
Give me a dexterity.
Let's see, dexterity.
Give me a dex roll.
That is a 17.
You easily get so. Roll me a d8. As the sycamore seed lands on your hand, it's gonna turn into something else.
D8. All right. Let me roll D8 again. I got an 8.
The creature gains a die, a d8 specifically, which can be added to one ability check it makes before the next dawn. So before the carnival's over, you get a d8 worth of inspiration that you can use on any dice roll.
Ooh. Nice. I say to myself as I'm watering more plants.
Question.
Yeah.
How fragile is the dandelion?
The dandelion flower, the second you blow it out, all the seeds start scattering.
But like, if I were to like have a little like hand cloth and gently wrap it up, can I put it in my pocket without damaging it?
I would say maybe you have a book or a journal or something, and you can press it into that journal and try and keep it that way.
What if someone
Because
blows it,
like,
blows it before he does?
I'm definitely fucking putting it in a book then. Now that that's an actual threat.
Can I try catching one of those seeds too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Give me a
wait.
dex check.
By blowing it away, was I supposed to save it?
No. Red
no.
told you specifically to blow it out and make a wish.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, I did that then.
Can I use my spell enlarge first of all to make myself bigger to make it easier to catch?
I'm gonna enlarge.
You
the
know
wish.
what? Yeah, that's a creative use for it. So yes, you can. I mean, they're
Nice.
tiny seeds, but sure.
But if my hand's super big, it'll make it easier to catch.
Yeah.
All right, so I cast enlarge on myself, and now I'm like
Make it at advantage.
I go like wide-eyed to show that cat grew.
I'm double the size now.
Mm-hmm.
So I roll dexterity, right?
Yep.
All right. I got a 6, and then dexterity is. Oh, it's up here, right? 0. So that's a 6.
You rolled a 0?
Wait. It's a 10. My dex is 10, so that's 6 plus 10, right? Which is 16.
Yes.
No, I rolled a 6.
Yeah, and whatever your dex modifier is.
So that'll be, the base is 10, so that's 16 total.
Okay.
That doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
No, I rolled a 6, and my dex is 10, right?
No,
plus
it's your
10,
dex
it's
modifier. Whatever your
the
modifier.
Okay.
So
not the
if
base
is it
dex,
plus
okay.
3, plus 4, whatever that is.
Oh, plus 0. Okay, so that's just 6, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, and what was your
Sorry, I was
second
looking at the
roll
base
since
dex.
I let you roll at advantage?
Oh, yeah, advantage, right. 13.
Okay, you pass. You're easily able to catch one of these sycamore seeds for your welcome gift. Roll me a d8 to figure out what you get.
All right.
It poofs into a little cloud of smoke, and it turns into...
I got a 3.
The creature gains the following personality trait until dawn. You are easily amused. Any conflicting character trait is suppressed in the meantime.
So wait.
Oh, so nothing's changed.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Shad, you want to try?
No, D is just going to sit back on this one.
Okay.
He's going to observe. He's
Come on,
not
Mr.
quite...
D. Try catching one of the seeds.
What's wrong? Is the tiefling man too scared to catch a seed?
I heard this guy paid his way in.
Hardly. I'm just saving my amusement for the actual ride.
You know what I'll do is catch one for him and give it to him.
Okay, try.
Come on, bunny. You should be able to jump high.
I'm still big.
You're still massive, yes.
I'm a magical dragon.
Oh, that's not what I want to do. There we go. Well, I'm just going to... Actually, is there pamphlets? Because I just realized I don't have a book in my inventory.
Yes, you would have like little pamphlets that show you the map of the carnival.
Yeah, I'm just going to gently put the dandelion into the pamphlet and kind of press it and try to fold it as best I can without damaging it
Gotcha.
and shove it in my bag.
Gotcha.
All right. Can I catch another seed to give it to the contractor?
Yeah. You just need a DC 10 dex roll. Just gotta
Alright.
beat 10.
I missed. 5. I was like, I try to reach out.
You try
it just
and
lands
jump up
on the floor.
and you were worried about your crown falling off, and so you were too busy trying to fix your crown to the head to be able to catch one.
Sorry, Magic Man, your day is not your day.
Well, I'll just need to find enjoyment elsewhere. It is an amusement park, after all.
Why do you have to say it that way, Magic Man?
Is it wrong?
I just in the background say, "Oh, that's why they call it an amusement park."
Well, now that you're in the amusement park, you have access to the entirety of the carnival. Where would you like to go?
Can I inspect the Calliope?
You can. As you go over to the Calliope that's playing a bunch of music, I have to figure out where the Calliope is.
I think it's a calliope.
Calliope, okay.
I think they're more conventionally known as a Mori, but
You guys suck.
I immediately hit by lightning.
Spills forth from an instrument on the back of the brightly painted wagon. A monkey wearing a cloak covered with buttons turns a handle at the wagon's rear, sending music into the air with rows of golden whistles. As you watch, a goblin dressed as a ladybug toddles up to you, rattling a tin cup. Ernest the monkey turns the handle of the piano roll and punches holes in the rolled parchment provided melody. In the animal, he has what seems to be a vest with tons of buttons on it. He says, "Spare a button, if you please. I'll sew it next to all of these. I offer nothing in its place, besides a smile upon my face."
Do I have any buttons with me?
How is your armor attached?
That is a good question. What do I have on? Let's see.
Do you have like that old timey underwear, the butt flaps that has like buttons?
I only have chainmail on. I don't have any buttons on this chainmail.
Do you have any pouches or anything?
I'm using the water skin already.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Do I have anything?
You have to be creative. Do you have a backpack? Do you have anything like that?
I do have a tinderbox, but I don't know what's inside the tinderbox.
Matches, usually.
I just give a single match to the monkey and tell the monkey, do not light this match at any condition unless you know how to light the match, which I cannot stop you if you do.
So, are you giving it to the monkey or to the goblin?
Wait, there's a goblin?
The goblin is the one that hobbled up to you, but it was Ernest the monkey who was talking to you.
I'll give it to the monkey. Monkey was talking to me.
Okay. The monkey looks at you very confused as he's still winding the Calliope. He's like, You can probably keep that. And he looks a little, like, downtrodden a little.
Fine, then. I'll give it to the goblin.
The goblin
I'll remember
is
this,
just
monkey.
shaking a little tin can and collects the thing. Looks odd at it, but he's still shaking the can very oddly. He goes up to each and every one of you, starts shaking the can very enthusiastically. You see there's a bunch of buttons, so it rattles a little bit as he goes over to each and every one of you.
All right, well, buttons, huh? When in Rome, or I guess Rome isn't a real place. When in festival, I'm just gonna like reach the top button of my shirt and just kind of like rip it off and then just drop it in there.
The monkey gets super excited and starts rattling
I'm
been there the
gonna
entire time.
take a coffee bean out of my pocket and put that in there.
Coffee bean. We're the only one who did the button.
The monkey will then go over to the dragonkin and start shaking their can, now with the coffee bean added to it.
The monkey or the goblin?
It's the goblin that's walking around. The monkey is
Gotcha.
the one who's turning the crank for the Calliope.
Gotcha.
I think I'm still big, so my buttons would be big.
You should probably shrink.
You're big, that means you have big buttons.
Just drop the big button on the board.
I like being
Goblin.
big, but I'll shrink, sure.
You should drop that spell. Just saying, it's gonna be very awkward to go on any of these rides.
It only lasts for a minute. But I'll shrink now. Very well. I look on the inside of my shirt and get like those extra buttons that are sewn in case you lose a button. And
Yeah,
I take one of those off and
that's
then put it
smart.
into the container.
Okay. And then
Here you go, monkey.
the goblin goes up to you next, a contract dealer. He shakes the hand.
The contract dealer uses his nails to undo the stitching on the top button and gives it, drops it in with a very sinister-looking smile.
All right.
Yeah,
As
take
the
it off,
last
D.
one is- As the last one was collected, the goblin shuffles over to the monkey and proudly shows his wares, and the goblin very happily doesn't understand what's going on, but the monkey, like, squirms a little but accepts the 3 offered buttons and lets the other 2 sit in the can to make some noise for the goblin to have fun with.
They're leaving the coffee bean in the can?
In the little tin can that he's
Okay.
shaking.
Can't believe
Okay.
they won my match. You'll regret that.
He starts to
mean,
push
they
the
literally asked for
Calliope
buttons.
away to go to the next bit of fairgoers, but he gives you a smile and nod to each one who did offer a button, and then he keeps going.
Even though he didn't smile to me, I smile and wave to him.
Mm-hmm.
He
I
seemed
wave
nice.
to him as I put water in my head again.
You don't have to
that one
do
of the
it that
events?
often.
Is that one of the events we have to punch out cards for?
Nope.
I hope not. I'd like to, go on one of the rides or something.
All right, where do you go from here?
Well, I mean, I can't check my map, so do you guys have any ideas? Or...
Are we supposed to be going into the Feywild? Is this how we get there?
Contract
I
dealer
wanna
D walks
go
off
to
the lost
the-
property,
wanted
unbeknownst
to go
to
to
not
the-
saying anything to the rest of them.
Bubble pop teapot, but I run after T. It's like, Bunny, stay here. We're not you can't get
I keep looking over whenever they say bunny and then realizing they're talking about contract DOD and being like, oh yeah, right.
He's been trained now. He responds to bunny.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
He's not trained well enough if he's running away on his own.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you're going to lost property? Hello?
That's an
scuffle-
interesting ride. Staff
I
area.
scuffle along behind.
Well, looks like those 3 have made a decision. Shall we?
Yes.
Well, with Revion not responding.
Hold on.
I immediately was gonna. Alrighty then.
Give me a sec. You always like this on holiday.
Rayfon and Fenorin go to Brazil.
My stuff was a little
which
too
way
much.
you
I had to swap.
Ah,
I
Yeah.
was lagging.
understandable.
So we're going to lost property? Is that what we're doing?
Mhm.
Yay, lost property.
I'm just following the crowd at this point.
Outside the
property-
lost property wagon is a large
They seem to be lost.
feline creature with midnight blue fur. It has a pair of tentacles extending from its shoulders and wears fake butterfly wings. Hanging from its collar is a small wooden keg. The creature roughhouses with 2 young boys. One boy squeals, "Again, Durla, again!" while the other hangs from the creature's neck.
Oh, I see. You found another bunny friend. Still, you shouldn't run off. You gotta stay with the group, okay?
D ignores the tiny girl behind running after him.
Hey!
D, give me a history check, please.
You got it. Where... There it is. History. Rolled a... Oh my god, a nat 20.
Oh my!
You wouldn't know this beast is a displacer beast. Very rare, very powerful creature. And it seems to have a liking for kids right now. Usually very dangerous, but it's sitting at almost like a guarding spot to these children.
Wait a minute. You said Displacer Beast, right?
Yep.
And you said that back when we were dealing with Big Baron,
Yep.
there was a painting of a Displacer Beast.
Statue.
There's a statue of
statue.
a displacer beast. Yes.
Are they similar enough for me to kind of put 2 and 2 together? Or...
Displacer beasts kind of look the same, so like you can kind of
Kari.
see the similarities. It is a giant cat. It has an extra set of 2 front paws. It has giant tentacles that come out of its shoulders, and it has a large, like, thin, wispy tail. But it very much looks like a giant leopard.
Okay. Neat.
So
That's
as
all I
you
had.
walk up, yeah, as you walk up, the displacer beast kind of looks up at you, looks to the kids who kind of like decide to go and play with its tail instead of being up front and on its neck. Durla speaks loud, but very quiet enough to keep the children at bay. Fairgoers, may I help you?
Yes, I was wondering if you could assist me. I've been told there is this wondrous little place around the fair known as the Feywild. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
I see. So you're trying to get into the Feywild, aren't you? Unfortunately, the only people who would know where to find that crossing would be Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. They are the owners of the carnival itself.
Oh my, and how would I meet such enamorous individuals such as they?
If you really wish to meet them, I don't suggest confronting them directly, but if you do wish to meet them, I suggest going to the carnival, exploring, and raising the happiness meter. Everybody likes a happy carnival, yes? And so does Mr. Light. At the very end of the night, there'll be the crowning of the Witchlight monarch, the person who's raised the happiness of the carnival the most. That is your best chance to get up and close. There's also the big top extravaganza where you can try and show off your skills in front of the audience to try and gain their attention. The only time you're going to meet with them is if they acknowledge you.
So it's a performance art, is it? Well, I think I might have a trick or two up my sleeve. Contract Dealer D turns to the rest of the group. What do you say, ladies and gentlemen? Shall we make revelry like this carnival has never seen?
I liked during it, so I missed a lot of that, but it's the gist of it that we're supposed to make everyone happy?
If you zoom out and look at like the bottom right of it, there's a big meter there. No, they called the happiness meter. We're supposed to raise that and then meet with the big boys in charge.
Wait, the bottom right of road?
Bottom right of like the actual
map?
game board, the map.
Just, will you be our
Yeah.
Witchlight
Sorry,
monarch?
just-
And there's a little tracker there.
Oh, there.
Oh.
Just like in the top left, there's a time tracker.
Sorry,
for
just
the
so
actual
I'm hearing
carnival.
this right
Yeah.
there, D. You're saying
Mm-hmm.
You're saying if we enjoy ourselves, our situation will mostly resolve itself then?
Well, not quite. We have to enjoy ourselves more than anyone else here and make the most out of this whole thing. We have to be the most enjoyable and the most exuberant people on this fair. So what do you
Competitive
say?
merrymaking.
So what do you say? Shall we all make merry?
Before you can say much more, Vero, the older of the two boys, picks up a mirrored ball from the lost property wagon. In a rare moment of anger, Durlegrand snatches the ball back with a snarl and a flick of its tentacle, causing Vero to dash away in fright. Durla sighs. May I ask a favor of you?
That would depend on the favor, but you may ask anyway.
I cannot leave the younger boy, Eloin, to be here alone. Will you fetch Vero for me? I will explain why I trembled at him picking up the mirrored ball in a moment, but please find him again.
D looks off to where the boy ran. Can he still see the boy?
He is, but he's starting to dart in between people, so if you're not fast, you're gonna lose track of him very quickly.
Do I hear this conversation as well?
Yeah, you are within range to hear it.
I'm gonna look at D and wait for them to like acknowledge the conversation real quick.
I'm gonna. Can I cast levitate on myself so I can float up and track the child?
Yep, easily.
I do that.
Give me a perception roll while you do that.
All right. 17. Plus 4. Okay, that's 21.
Easily, you're easily able
Nice.
to track where this kid is going at all times.
Can I
Follow me, everyone, and I'm just like floating after him.
wait before
All right,
you run off, can I like hop on to Rafunk's back?
Rafunk is not huge anymore.
I was gonna say I don't know how much levitate will.
How big is it? So, okay.
I would say Rafunk's already up in the air, and you can try jumping, but he's too far up for you to jump on him.
Oh, okay. All right, then I'll just run.
Yeah, I'm taking off on a full sprint at this point. I was gonna wait for D to say something, but
I'm just following along.
Oh, man.
Still,
Buddy,
I'm
cat, hang on.
So
just following along. Still watering the plants in my head.
D turns back to the displacer beast. Well, looks like they're on it right away. I didn't even need to do
Absolutely.
anything.
As you chase down the young kid, you find him in front of a little food stall, sitting right beside it, crying his eyes out. He weeps at the displacer beasts that have been scary to him just a few moments ago.
so that would be like here.
He would kind of be like, I'm gonna move you kind of like
Yeah, just
here.
pick up and
They
oh
ain't
my
ran
god,
far.
he schmooved. Gee, golly.
When a displacer beast roars at you, you going.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess a kid would have a much easier time running through a crowd than a fully grown.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to take like the opportunity while I'm levitating to say, I love unicorns!
Understood.
Like above
So
everyone.
all of you-
We know.
So all of you find the boy, or the four of you who chased after find the boy, and he's just sitting there crying. What do you do?
All right, fellas. What do we do? What do we get this kid out? We got a
I'm
plan.
gonna turn to the rest of them and go, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not exactly a talkative person.
Oh, I thought you
I'll,
said you're not good with kids.
I'll
Which is
approach.
fair.
I'll approach the kid. Hello, boy. Are you okay?
Oh, Darla scared
What's
me.
wrong? Oh, it was a very big, scary cat, but it's okay now. You didn't do anything wrong.
But Darla's never done that before. Durla's always been sweet.
Sometimes when animals get startled, they do bad things, but that doesn't mean that they're bad animals. They're just scared themselves.
Animal.
Is that true? And Vero starts to look at the rest of you.
How good? Is there like a skill to roll for lying?
Deceit.
Yeah. Deception.
Pending, roll
Deception,
persuasion.
Okay,
Carve,
I'll roll
you
persuasion.
definitely
I was gonna
rolled-
ask because
Yeah, roll
Deception.
You're gonna roll persuasion.
Okay.
Carve,
oh man, I
roll
got a +5 in
deception.
persuasion.
You're pretty persuasive then.
I got a 20. I mean I got a 15, but it's +5, so it's a 20.
Dirty 20, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this boy is like, stop sniffling, and he's looking at you, and he's nodding his head, and he's like, that makes sense. But then he turns
Perfect
specifically to Carve and asks, is that true?
Do I have to roll again?
What's your deception roll? You gotta tell me.
It was 15.
So you're just like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
With the
Okay.
I agree.
I agree with the statement.
Durla didn't mean it then, right? Durla's still good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I turn to Fast Hands and say, yeah, he didn't mean it, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right, Lupin, give me a
Exactly.
deception roll.
What do you mean deception? Okay.
You are definitely trying to lie out your ass right now. So.
Oh, don't worry too much.
Nat 20 for a total of 19.
-1?
Yep.
Yeah, I have a -1 in charisma because my actual charisma stat's 8. Remember when I said I can't talk to people? I wasn't lying.
Fortunately, I put a lot in charisma.
Mm-hmm. Well, Durla the boy Vero nods. He's like, okay, let's go back to Durla then.
Yeah.
And he holds his hand out to you, Vinka, wanting to hold your hand all the way back to Lost Property.
I take the boy's hand and I lead him back to Lost Property.
Delagron
Nice.
nods as
for it.
the boy comes right before him. He just says up to Durla, Durla, it's okay that you got upset. You're allowed to get upset. That doesn't mean you're bad. It just means you got upset. And Durla looks at him slightly confused. She kind of cocks her head to the side, but she nods and is like, I didn't mean to startle you, little one. He's like, yay! And he's like, can I have some apple cider then? And she lets him access to the keg that's underneath her neck, like a St. Bernard has. And it has a toffee, apple cider for kids in it. And he pours himself a little glass of it and drinks it up. And then he goes to play with the other kid. And Durla's like, I didn't mean to get upset. I, many years ago, had my own come vanish from this carnival. Seems a lot of the times things tend to go missing around this carnival, and a cub was one of the things that had disappeared. This was his favorite toy. His name was Star, and I miss him dearly.
I'm sorry about that.
It is okay. It is not your fault. One day I wish to know what happens to Star, but in the meantime, I keep his ball close by me so I can remember him.
How long ago was this, if that's okay to ask?
It feels like forever ago, but it was probably 8 years or so.
I head pat him.
Durla leans into the head pats, like, very aggressively. You realize this beast
Aw,
is
there.
massive. Like, if this beast stood up, it would well be taller than you.
Oh, there. I scratch behind Durla's ear.
Durla instantly kind of, like, melts into it and purrs. She is literally just a big cat.
Aw, you're a nice cat.
Thank you,
I like
young
you.
one. Thank you, young one. And I appreciate you bringing the other one back.
Of course.
Should you need me later, in the matter of getting to meet with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, you can ask for my assistance.
Thank you so much. That sounds great.
Now,
We will keep that in mind. Thank you very much.
now, if there's nothing else, you can definitely go enjoy the carnival.
I want to go see the bubble pop teapot.
That's
Yeah, I'm here for the lost property ride. I don't know if that's in the area.
There's no such thing as a lost property ride, but if you're looking for
My ears
rides
drooped down a little
itself,
bit, like,
if you're looking for rides itself, there's always the carousel with the magical unicorns. There's the dragonfly rides to ride on a giant dragonfly. There is the mystery mind if you're looking for something a little bit more spooky. And there's also the gondola swans.
At the mention of the unicorns at the carousel, can I quickly just glance over at Rafun?
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
Like, just wait a minute.
Yep, absolutely. At the mention of unicorns,
Rafunk's probably
Alright, I just start going towards the unicorn place.
Yeah, he's already going.
Come on, everybody!
Oh, I guess I'll have to wait to do the teapot. That's okay.
so you're
well
off
then.
to the carousel?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I
as
mean,
you
to be
guys
fair,
approach the carousel, a procession of wooden unicorns stands motionless on a circular platform. Fairgoers
It's-
clamber
no, that's
onto
what-
the unicorn's
sorry, you're saying?
back, and a female centaur sets the ride in motion. The unicorns shake their manes and creak to life, cantering throughout the carousel to the delight of the riders. As you get into the line, and as the procession goes,
Oh, Carrie, you're kind
Oh,
of
yeah,
my
I know.
end.
I
Oh.
thought it
Same
was
with
mine
everyone else.
too.
it is a little bit on my end. Let's see if I can close
Sorry,
it.
I didn't make out.
I'll
Yeah.
Should we
reread
maybe
it.
switch the region of the call?
What region is it on?
on my end it says automatic.
Automatic, but maybe we can switch it to like somewhere near Kyrie, like US Central.
Oh, yeah, that would work.
Alright,
How do you-
I'll switch it over and see if that helps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hope.
Hood.
We destroyed the DM.
Okay, we.
Oh, wait,
okay,
that's
we
you.
hear.
I'm
oh,
here.
We went to the carousel and got
okay,
disappeared.
I'm here. I'm singing.
Okay.
I'm singing.
And
Alright,
moving
let me
to
read
the
that
groove
again.
Please do.
Alright.
A procession of wooden unicorns stands motionless on a circular wooden platform. Fairgoers clamber onto the unicorn's back, and a female centaur sets the ride in motion. The unicorns shake their manes and creak to life, cantering throughout the carousel to the delight of the riders. So basically, as you see this carousel, instead of the carousels going up and down, they come to life like an actual unicorn and start parading around the carousel instead.
Wow.
As you're in line, as you get to the front of it, Diana Cloppington locks the ride and says, sorry, the ride's gonna go under some maintenance real quick. Sorry, guys. But she ushers you guys in, and she, like, closes the barrier behind you. And she's like, all right, I heard kind of what you were doing at Durla's. There's stuff that's going wrong at this carnival. I can't tell you what's going on, but the unicorns can. But to do that, you have to earn their trust. Do you think you guys want to try?
Sure.
How would one earn a unicorn's trust?
She gives you a small pan of paint with a little paintbrush. And she tells you, well, each of them have names for each other. You just gotta find the pair of unicorns and their names. Simple, right?
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it sounds simple on paper.
But
So as
we
you
have
go,
paint and we're supposed to find their names?
you have to figure out their names. Names for each pair of unicorns are the keys. So as long as you can figure those out, they will grant their riders knowledge and share their secrets.
Well, this whole is going on. Scorado just keeps on looking at the centaur.
Mm-hmm. It's a
And
beautiful...
he goes, hum.
Oh
my! It's a beautiful centaur. She's brown with white spots. She has a blackened mane with golden ribbons tied around it. Beautiful blue dress on with blue monarch wings on. Her hair is tied back, same luxurious like brown and black locks tied with golden ribbons. For all intents and purposes, she is a beautiful centaur.
I grab Scolorado and I go, come on, buddy, unicorns! And I drag him up to us.
As you look at these unicorns, each one is paired up with each other. There's 4 pairs. The first pair has the name Strike on it. The second one is missing some letters. It's blank, 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 and then N. The second one...
Grabbing a piece of paper, hold on.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so you said blank, blank, blank.
So it's just one word, right? So just the blanks are the letters.
Yeah, so you got Strike is the first unicorn.
Strike is the first unicorn, okay.
And then the second unicorn is blank, 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 N.
So 3 blanks and N, okay.
The second pair is blank, B, blank, 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 C, E.
Okay.
And then the second one to that pair is named Fonder, F-O-N-D-E-R.
Okay.
The third pair is Glitters.
Okay.
The second one for that pair is G blank blank D.
Okay. Glitter's good.
The fourth one is P R blank 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 I C blank.
I see.
And the second to that pair is Perfect.
Alrighty. And here's hoping that I don't need this envelope for anything after this.
So, Rafunk, the fourth one is Fonder.
Fonder, okay. I'm trying to type these in Discord, and it keeps doing formatting when I'm trying to do underscores or like hashes.
Oh my god.
Yep. I'm watching you do this so I can keep track and help you guys. So you got the first 2 right. You got the second 2 right. You got Glitters The one that goes with glitters is G space D. And then you got the other one, and then the last one for the last pair is perfect.
Okay.
So that should be all of them once you get that one. Yep, that's all of them.
Okay.
So, okay, they're all a pair. We have one name from each pair completed.
Did they say something about the riders in relation to the unicorns before?
She said that before any of the unicorns share their secrets with the riders, all of them must have their correct names painted on their tags.
Gotcha. So we can't just ask them nicely. All right.
Can I see if I can like perceive any like worn out paint or maybe
Give
see
me a perception
like any...
roll.
Alright. Oh, 17 plus 3, that's
Sounds
20.
good.
Alright, give me a
Thank
D4.
you for hitting my phone cord. D4, okay. 4. That's a 1.
You definitely see that there is an I for the first letter. For strike and
Okay.
its pair, the first letter is an I.
Oh. Maybe it's strike iron.
That
makes sense, but can we...
In that case, wouldn't glitters be gold?
Yes, that sounds right.
And the picture perfect?
Yes.
It's a picture.
Wait.
But
Did it start with did the picture one? Did the perfect one start with PR?
Yeah, PR. So it'd be like
picture perfect.
Practice
that
makes
works.
perfect?
Practice.
yeah,
Yes.
Practice. There we go. Practice. Yes.
Yeah.
So glitters gold, practice perfect, strike iron, and the absence fonder.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
But
Yeah,
does that
absence.
fit?
As we're discussing this,
Correct.
Dee looks over to the centaur to see what if she's making any sort of like faces or inclination that we're on the right track or anything.
She's kind of like rocking herself back and forth nervously, waiting for you guys to see if it's correct or not. She definitely looks like she doesn't know the names. She's just as nervous for what this is gonna be.
Scolorado is just still looking at her.
And do you
Shall we
paint
write the
these
names on then?
Yeah.
I mean, this does sound right, but I'm worried about.
All right, let's go. I stopped painting.
All right, well, if you just immediately follow him over, like, well,
I guess I'm following too.
I was like, "You got this, guys. I don't know how to write. You got this."
As you start painting,
Oh, you don't have the right.
the names on the unicorns. 1 pair, 2 pairs, 3 pairs, then all 4 pairs slowly come to life. They start neighing and whinnying. They're rubbing their heads up against you. They're, in all intents and purposes, little wooden miniatures of an actual unicorn that has come to life. So they're clopping around in circles, each with their own pair. And they're
Horses!
waiting for you to see
I
if
love
you will take a
unicorns!
ride.
hey, we did it.
I'll hop on one of the unicorns.
Mm-hmm.
Dee will also hop on one of the unicorns.
Diana
I'm gonna
looks...
hop on glitters.
I'll hop on practice.
I just
Can I
hopped
lab
on
it
whichever
out?
one I was closest.
Yeah, I'm going to the lab. I'll be back.
Diana, the second this happens, she alights as she hits the switch to let the carousel go. And for those of you riding the unicorn, you instantly get a vision. You see Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. You see Mr. Witch pull out a pocket watch. He flips it open to see a little silhouette of the carnival itself. And he closes it and sticks it in his pocket of his vest. You see Mr. Light carrying a weather vane for a stick, for a scepter, bright golden with a butterfly at the top. He twirls it around as he casts magic in the big top. These characters are Skandar elves, for those of you who know them. They're Shadar Kai. Dark elves, but they are painted up to be happier, to be funner. Mr. Light is wearing a tight onesie that's red and white and glowing with colors. Mr. Witch is a bigger, stockier elf. He's got a little more weight to him, but he's still wearing a nice, like, 3-piece suit, nice button-up vest. And they both look genuinely happy as they're getting ready to perform another thing in the big top. The vision then flash forwards to a vision of a girl with blue skin. She's holding a machete as she wears what looks to be a mask that is a resemblance to a pig. She kind of sneers as you look around. There's a small toad-like creature that sits on a tree. Kind of looks at you as its tongue darts out to lick its eye and then back into its mouth. And then a character dancing in the moonlight. A moon mask attached to its face. They keep twirling in and out. And then you see what feels like a land filled with magic. You see a castle that looks like it's frozen in time. None of its inhabitants move. No one seems to live. And as it zooms out one last time, you see the castle still standing still while the rest of the world moves around it. And as that happens, you're pulled back into the mortal world. And that's where we're going to end the session for the night.
Hey.
This was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We rode some
We got the opening cutscene at the end there. We got like the FMV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You got unicorns.
This title drop at the end. It's like World of Witchlight.
Welcome to the Witchlight.
Why does it say World of Witchlight at the end of this vision?
Guys, did anyone else see that? I don't.
A Hideo Kojima game.
What is made with? Why does it say made with the Unreal Engine? I don't know what that means.
I think it's pronounced Gada, actually.
I don't know. I've always said Godot.
I don't know, man.
What a thrill.
Darkness
so what do you guys
inside.
think for
That was
the
fun.
first time?
Fun, yeah.
Yeah, I had a good time.
It was fun. I got to use my embiggening spell. I'm glad.
You got to use a lot of your spells because you're creative as fuck in how you use your spells.
I would like if we failed the puzzle, I was literally just going to use detect thoughts to read the centaur's mind.
She would have had no idea because she would have done it a long time ago if she could. And you can still talk to the centaur after if you want, like next time. But yeah, you guys did really well. Considering how fast you beat all of the fucking the puzzle for the carousel, I was like, damn, I wanted 10 more minutes out of that.
I mean, that eye helped so much. As soon as I got that, I was like, oh, iron, and then everything else just fell
Yeah.
Into place, yeah.
Well, it's like, I like it when you guys do use your skills, and I would rather you use your skills. So, like, I'm not going to punish you for that. I'm going to reward you, obviously. You scored high enough that I'm like, okay, like, let's make this easy. And I
got some pretty lucky rolls.
did, like, as I was going through here, like, for my notes, I was just like, okay, this is maybe too hard. So I gave you, like, on absence, I gave you another letter, and for practice, I gave you another letter. Because I'm like, this may be a little bit too hard.
Yeah.
fair.
Mm.
So I'm just like, there shouldn't be all these blanks. Let's just add more.
I feel like we may have gotten it if like we were able to get like the rules, but and just have like the last one be like one letter, like the first letter. But yeah, no, this was fine. It was very good.
Yeah.
I do like that. I almost completely blew it for everyone when we were dealing with the kid.
I mean, you almost completely blew it for yourself when you walked out of the jail cell and into the guards.
Okay, but that was a character
funny.
moment.
It was very funny.
But yeah, most of all, I like that Rafunk is obsessed with unicorns now.
Yes.
I love unicorns.
You're a very
That-
cute
watering my
character.
plant.
That feels like just perfect for Rafunk. Like, being obsessed with unicorns. Carve very
I feel like-
beginning. Who are you?
I feel like my character is very well suited for this.
Yeah. You got like the perfect option.
I'm trying to think of what else was freaking funny. The amount of times Pending had to raise his hand and describe raising the hand in different ways.
The fact that he just calls me a rabbit.
Yeah.
Yep. I love how even in the middle, somehow, Carve had to ask if Shad's ever had to have pumpkin pie before.
I was like, hey, have you ever had pumpkin pie, Magic Man?
It was very amusing. Guys, I loved it. Thank you so
was
much.
good.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hopefully you want to
thank
go
you
for
putting this
another
together.
round.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seasons.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, Pending did his homework. Lupin, do your homework. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, homework.
You have to send
Homework.
me your fear.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, you gotta do that. Or no, your wish. Your wish.
Yeah, your wish.
Well, I pocketed mine.
Oh.
No,
Yeah, he
you
still
had
has
to blow
Switch.
it out. Haha.
I thought I said I wrapped it up in the map and shoved it in my backpack.
Do you not want your wish?
It's more so the responsibility of making a wish is something that Fenorin is not exactly mentally prepared for at the moment.
Okay.
You should wish to be better at making decisions.
I
I wish
did
I was
it.
more decisive.
Huh.
But should I wish to be
will-
more decisive?
Change one thing. With the solving of the carousel ride, I will say the happiness meter goes up by 1. Whoop. And the
What was that?
The happiness meter goes up by 1, and an hour has passed.
Nah, excellent.
Oh.
Oh, our will tendency changed. We got
Yeah.
we got-
Okay. I think I'm seeing it. Kyrie, I think you like start cutting out on Discord whenever pieces get moved on that board.
Oh, is it just lagging out of CPU?
Whoa.
Wait, really?
Okay.
That wouldn't surprise
How is it
me.
lagging? It's a Pikachu. It's a Pikachu.
It's a
I don't
Pikachu?
know why I said it like that.
It's a.
It's a
It is
Pikachu.
true.
It's a practice,
It's a
actually.
picture. God.
It's a
damn it.
Pikachu. I'm just adding syllables. A Pikachu.
Pikachu.
It's fine. But like I said, happiness meter went up by 1 when you solved the carousel puzzle, and the time went up by 1.
And even contract maker D's heart grew on one size that day.
He's very excited to get people into contracts.
Yes.
He really wants to.
You really want to
I-
sell that timeshare to some people.
Yeah.
Really want to get that time.
Hey, you made a friend with Big Baron, so that'll be useful to you later.
Actually, you know what?
Yay.
If you really do want me to use that wish, I did have one in mind.
Okay.
The purpose
I
of
wish
giving
Carv
the
was big.
dandelion seed out was to press it. I can say you can save the stem and stuff. It's just not going to have the actual seed part on it. Because they want you to blow that out to make the wish.
Yeah.
But yes, we are done for the night. I hope you guys all had fun. It is stupid late o'clock.
It is.
Let us find someone to raid, shall we?
There we go. Someone off.
Yeah.
Let's.
Yui's
End the
playing Elden
session.
Ring.
We can go to Yui.
Yui.
Elden Ring.
Unless there's anybody else on.
Oh, Elden Ring.
Though speaking of
the DLC.
things, hey Kyrie, what are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're playing Gunfire
With who?
with Kay and with Alex and with June.
Nice.
God damn, yeah,
Wow.
you is. When you doing it?
I'm doing it here at 7.
Damn straight. Let's go. You heard it here first, folks.
Day 4 of 5. Is there anybody else on? No. There's a lot of people on, but Yui and Elden Ring is just too much fun.
Welcome, Raider.
Like a
Oh
second
my
away.
god.
No! What do we do?
Raid train.
Raid
Raid
train.
train.
Raid train.
Choo choo.
Guys, we were just about to raid. So give a shout out to Miss Deli real quick.
We're gonna parry this raid real quick. We're gonna redirect it.
Parry it.
On guard, raiders! I see you! And I see that. Hi, Miss Deli!
We're gonna use
Yui,
hard deflecting
Kai,
here. We're gonna
Sean.
deflect over to you and Elden Ring.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Let's go.
Guys, get your raid message going. I want to see that shit spammed. Don't let Yui's normal chatters come through. It's only us. We're
All right.
taking over her
We
stream.
gotta take over chat.
We're taking over. Don't let her do anything else, okay?
Okay.
Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and raid.
Wait, I'm not ready.
Raid. Cut the stream. Cut the stream.
Bitch, I mean, this is how you treat me?